Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show today. We are getting ourselves into Heroes Call episode 1, or session 1 as I put it, but I can change it. Nevertheless, we're happy to have you guys here. Hopefully you had yourselves a really good weekend. Of course, we had Memorial Day on Monday. Hopefully that was, equally somber, but maybe a little bit of fun with the beginning of barbecue season, of course. We don't have such a thing here. We're not allowed to respect our dead. But it is the beginning of rainy season. And, I always find it quite interesting. They have a date on the calendar that says the beginning of rainy season, and it always rains. It's as if they have some kind of connection. I don't know. Conspiracy theory? You tell me. Nevertheless, we're going to be getting into it here. Puffin, of course, is running, which is great for me because I don't have to think at all. I am just the Zabulba.
Say,
Yes, that's right, Tower.
Chester,
Tower
I
is on
never,
his way to get peanuts with his sister. Hello, sister.
and steak.
And steak. And we also have everybody else here. We got GOP, who is not getting peanuts nor steak.
I know.
Maybe I am the peanut, Chester.
Yeah.
I did have ribs yesterday, though.
Oh, that's
So that
good.
was good.
That's good. That is good. I had chili yesterday. Properly made chili, by the way. No goddamn beans.
Oh, okay.
And has the chilies in it, actual chilies. People, it's weird. You know what how a lot of people make chili? They take hamburger and they throw a couple of little spices on it and make it soupy. It's like that's a sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
Chili has to have chilies in it. God, the world today.
Are you making fun of my culture, Chester? I'm about to get a cup of chili.
Aw. Well, if it's real chili, you're good. And if it calls itself the
There
Texas
you
Roadhouse,
go.
it
It
better
has
damn well
beef.
be good chili. And it better not have any damn
has-
beans in it either, or the Texans will kill you.
It has beans. It has beef. It
Yeah,
has
that's not
sauce,
Texas chili.
cheese.
Not.
It gives you the shits.
Yeah, well, this certainly not. Not correct. We also have a lady here who's from Texas who can attest that chili has no beans in it. Am I correct, lady?
Amen.
Amen. It's not 15 minutes yet, so I can't swear, but just feel it. Nevertheless, like I said, we are running with Puffin and his hero call, which is not only his campaign world, but is also his game system. We're giving it a shot here. There is something we're going to have to get into. What was that, lady?
His first game he ever created.
It's the first one he ever created. There we go. Perfect. But I'm going to go over here and hit the like and share button. Hopefully you guys will do the same. We are going to be talking about this here in a minute. But first I need to kind of grab this and put it over here so I can do what I should have done earlier. I knew I forgot something. That's all right. So, look, I come up on my first page. I exist. Nice. It's the first one he ever created. There we go. Perfect. Oh wow! And I haven't made that mistake in about 4.5 years. Good. But I'm going to hit the share button. Hopefully, you guys do the same as I said. Let people know we're up, and those who are interested can come over. But Puffin, you went and took a little bit of a wink from Savage Worlds and put a flaw. I don't know what do you call it, flaw feet aspect into play. And I like it. So I'm going to take a look at it here, and because we are trying to demonstrate the system as well, and see what I want to do with it. I'm assuming the other guys have already done it. Oh wow, I can't spell the word live. Isn't that great? Anyway, there we go. I have done my due diligence, and my responsibility fades away. Although I will pull up this now that I can actually pay attention to it. That's kind of neat. But anyway, let's come over here and let's take a look at it before we get into the games session. I need to make some decisions. So these right here are what are we calling these? What are you calling these? Benefits? Feats? What are we calling these?
The abilities.
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 Okay, so here are my options of abilities. So I could take afterthought. I could take influence thought. I could take inside the mind, mental rapture, mind berry, unconscious focus, synaptic shock, eidetic memory, cyclical memory, allow me. That sounds, yeah. Okay, comprehend and pyrokinesis. All right, very, very good. So Let me see here. Now it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so let me see if I want something here. So critical during a willpower action. Okay, I get to keep the action. That's kind of neat. That could get out of control pretty quickly, I'd say. Influence thought. You can affect the surface thoughts of others, dissuading violence or suspicion from those of equal or less level. I already can do that though.
Yes, that's why I put the ability there to explain what you're doing.
Oh, very well. So I have to, I automatically have a
Well, no.
flaw. All right.
Well, see,
Okay.
the thing is with influence thought, your basic ability as a mind breaker affects common folk. This one lets you affect your own level or less.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. 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 Well,
So
I'm
if you
gonna
wanted to affect like a mage or someone that's equal
right.
or less level.
Makes sense. So I definitely need to have to spend at least one flaw to get that. Inside the mind, you can see through the eyes of those who you are telepathic with, but only one set at a time. That makes sense. Mental rapture. Your mind bullets explode on impact, dealing base damage to those within 5. Ooh, AOE. Mind barrier. Your mental shield halves areas of effect damage against you. Okay, so it's a shield. That's good. Unconscious focus. When asleep or knocked out, you can maintain your psi shield. 9. Synaptic shock. You gain a lightning range. Oh, nice. Eidetic memory. You gain photographic memory. Cyclical memory. You can remember your life like a movie reel. Ooh, nice. Allow me. You can use skill from your ally's mind. Ooh. And let's see here. Comprehend. You can speak languages in pyrokinesis, shoot telekinesis, lights, fires, and next flammables. All right. So everyone else has kind of already done this, but you guys know that I only come on Discord at these times. So I haven't done nothing. So what is my limit here? What am I supposed to
You
be
can
doing?
you can have up to 6 flaws, and you can get one ability per flaw you take.
Up to 6. And
Mhm.
how does this work with XP growth?
If you just have the flaw, you have the ability. XP growth is unaffected.
Okay, so
It's
but
just
as we gain level, these things are not in play. These are strictly to the flaws. Okay.
yes.
All right. So let's see here. Well, I'll just write down what I need. So let's
And
see.
we should also clarify that certain ones are going to be, although I feel like it needs to be more stated with each one, which ones are more passive and which ones are more like you can only use them once. Because certain ones you can only use once in combat. So like, but with every combat you can only use it once, and then the next combat you can. But so certain ones are more limited.
Like
Oh, my
one per
pencil's not
game
working.
session or one per battle. Yeah.
What was that?
It's
Yeah.
like one per game session and then one per battle.
And it does
I got
mention
one ability that I can only teleport or
Well,
shadow walk like
most of
one
these are
time.
passive, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
passive ones are you can
yeah.
use them whenever, but certain ones that are more combat oriented are going to have more limitation on them. You
All
can't just
right.
keep blasting it every turn.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and pick mine here. So, GOP, why don't you tell the people what you had chosen?
Okay, so let me pull up my character stuff, my flaws and abilities. So my flaws are delusions of grandeur. You believe you are the hero of the story. I also have delusions of faith. Your actions are those of the greater good, or so you think. I've got overconfident. You deal +1 damage, but take +2 damage. Stupid. Intelligence caps at 3. Pretentious. Charisma caps at 3. And hunted. Someone or something is hunting you.
That's good. And it's I'm sure it's something to do with dwarves.
Oh,
Mhm,
probably.
mhm.
I just hear in the forest, hi ho!
Oh, oh, oh.
Well, they're going to take you back to the fortress.
Mhm. Or sell you drugs.
Mhm. Sure. What are we playing? What is it? Shadowrun? You got a dwarf short stack selling you drugs on the corner?
Well, it's a kind of been a long-standing theory that Disney's Snow White was referencing cocaine.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Sorry, I got a little too deep on you there. I know these days the youngins can't pay attention more than 15.3 seconds. So,
I mean, I'm older
15
than you.
minutes. Come on, wait up to 15 minutes before you do anything crazy.
it's true. That is true. That is true.
So, lady,
Yeah.
why don't you tell us your flaws?
Moi? Me half
Mhm.
orc? I am a flaw. I was born. I was a flaw. Please. Uh, 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 Well, you
Oh,
basically already know what delusions of orc faith. Am I human or am I orc?
oh. Yeah, we haven't
I,
met you
I,
yet.
I'd rather
We haven't.
talk than fight. I am pretentious.
That's
Almost
what.
crying weak compared to other orcs. And of course, I'm
Now,
insecure and stupid.
Why are you
one
playing an
thing.
orc?
Half orc, excuse you.
Half orc.
They
Because
don't
it's one of the races
exist.
to play. Sorry, it's his world. Remember? Fantasy.
No, meaning half orcs don't exist. Every orc,
Sorry.
no matter who it mates with, produces pure orc.
Sorry.
In
Okay,
this,
I had a tusk, so I'm still 6 foot tall, or 6 foot, and 220, but
Yeah, I thought it was just orcs.
no tusk.
well, the thing about it is it plays into her Voidwalker backstory. Is that one of the outer gods has had a role in her existence.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was something you mentioned before. So she's an anomaly. She's
She
not
is, because
normal.
half breeds in this world only exist because an outer god took interest in a mortal.
I see.
So for example, if there's a town of half elves, each one of those half elves is basically the player character of an outer god that treats their lives like a video game.
I'm trying to hide.
It's like a very realistic version of The Sims.
Yes. Sending GOP pictures of the dwarf that could be hunting him.
Oh no.
We all got to know what it looks like. Look, it's him.
Mhm.
All right,
didn't
here you can
looking
be. Where can I
Actually, kind of
post
looks cool. I
Where
wouldn't
can I
mind getting it.
post this? Bird.
Probably general.
Yeah, I'll post it in chat. You can be hunted by a good old Grimbar Ironbeard.
Grimbar. I do.
See. So we had just killed some
Hold
guys in
on.
the
Hold on.
Alright. They'll stop.
So, what did you choose?
Well, I
Now
think
that
I'm
we
just going to stand. I think I'm just going to take 4, not
Okay.
6.
Okay.
And I've taken influence thought, which I have to take. Mind barrier, which basically helps me versus AOE effects. Synaptic shock, which allows me to I guess make my lightning, my magic bullet lightning.
Ba-
And just
oh, you
adds
just
an.
get a lightning ranged attack. So or someone might throw a stick. You shoot a bolt of lightning.
Okay, so effectively, okay. So comprehend, understand languages. So I took those 4.
Mhm.
And
Can
I
I
mean,
guess?
I could take eidetic memory and things like that, but I don't want him to be like Shadow Dusk. So I'm trying to be careful here.
Hmm.
And let me go up to the flaws because I have
Can
to
I?
find. Yeah.
I'm going to guess you pick G as one of them. I'm going to assume.
Well, that wasn't my
L.
plan, but I guess maybe I should.
It makes perfect sense for your character last session.
Okay, so we call this abilities. Yeah, it wasn't my plan, but it went there, so fine. And flaws. Whatever. All right, so G, lust. Yeah, of course.
My apologies.
Yes. Fine. I don't need to put a description. Everyone knows what that is. Let's see here.
Be lust for gold.
I don't
Doesn't
think it's
have
that
to
It
be.
could
kind of
be. It
this.
could be just pure avarice. You're right. But we all know it's not. Anyway,
Yeah.
They've got
let
greed.
me see. I need
I'm
to pick
sorry.
3 more. Strength caps at 3. I may be able to get away with that. What is my strength? It is a 1, so I'll take that because I'm not supposed to be a strong guy. So what is that called? Strength caps at 1 was it?
Weak.
Weak. Yes. So Q. So let me write down weak. Okay. Cap. You guys are all done, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and I got 2 more here. Stupid. No, I can't take. I know who took that though. Yeah.
2 of us did at least. Or lady, did you take it too?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, 3 of us did.
I
Okay.
figure my intelligence is not going to increase. He's never told us that our stats can increase, so I just went ahead and say, okay, max is 3. I'll never get smart, so okay.
You can get additional stats and things. I'm just for this. I'm doing them as a milestone reward.
Yeah, but this if you pick the flaw though, it caps it at that level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, "You have a magic item of +7 intelligence. You have 3." Oh.
Sorry.
Anyways, you were saying
Greed. I think he took greed too, didn't you, Chester?
I haven't got to that. I've got lust, weak, and agnostic. Where's the avarice? I didn't see. Oh, there it is at B. You try to take more than your. Nah. I wasn't thinking it was like that. You build 1 point of no. I wasn't think of that either. Insecure. You cannot be now overconfident.
yeah.
Oh no. No one like no. Drunk maybe. Dominant. All your follow, which is because I don't even drink. Almost follow your commands or be made to do so. Only those who can beat you in battle are worthy of your attention. That's a dangerous. Uncaring. Bad things happen to everyone, and it's not your problem. Ooh, maybe that one.
Even under the ruin of your own kind.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Fuck the elves. It's been 15 minutes.
You did last session.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Uncaring.
And he's a redeemer who's uncaring.
I love it.
It's a bureaucracy, sir. I don't even need to write anything for that. Diplomatic, you abhor violence. No. Hypocritical, no. Delusion of grandeur, delusion of faith. That would be fun. Delusion of faith. No, I'll just go with those 4. I think it's perfect. Uncaring is. I'll just write down F everyone. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect.
If somebody dies, meh.
Yeah, whatever. Stupid creature. All right. Perfect. So I'm done. I did it. I succeeded.
Hooray!
Yay.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
There's my dice, but we don't need that. So everyone else is done. But it's a nice little addition. I think it's a good idea to have it. And let me jump over to this side, and then I will shut up.
Shock.
Welcome everyone to Heroes Call, Episode 1, Session 1, whatever works. The Woods. So last session, as a recap, a Redeemer, who is an elf, took on the wards of one Yatosh, which is a Yeti person, and one Rowan, which is basically a werewolf person, to reacclimate them into society, which is proving to be expensive and perhaps more trouble than it's worth. There is a second agent, which is working with the Redeemers, not for them, who is located on the path to their redemption quest, because they are currently on a quest to redeem Tower and GOP's characters from being feral savages. And,
Impossible
Tower eats
task.
people. It is impossible, but you are up to this task, mostly because,
I'm getting
they feel
paid.
for an... Yeah,
Yeah.
you're being paid in an uncaring redeemer should be given to those who are uncaring themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so you are to meet up on your way with a orc female who has been hired in order to aid in the policing of these vagabonds of flesh and claw. And so, you at the end of the last session dealt with some nasty bandits who were trying to get in your way, and now you have reached the woods. And the woods are one of the main barriers between you and your location. One of three main areas you're going to have to travel through. As you can see, one of the woodland gods on the main page there. I will give you an image of these
Green man.
These are the Hakoa Woods. They are basically like on Earth, they're the lungs of the world. They stretch around the entire major continent. This world's continent structure is kind of like a fractured Pangea. There's lots of archipelagos and small islands, roughly the size of New Zealand, Japan, all around a supercontinent, which this forest or these woods encapsulates. Different portions of it are broken up based on the lands and living areas of the forest pantheons within. So most of your trekking is going to look somewhat like this if it's foggy or if you're in one of the more malicious deities' lands. And so here are the deities you can encounter. You have Sovo of the Forest, whose domains are forest fruits, drinking, and pestilence. Depending on your relationship with him, you can have all these different buffs, but if you happen to stray off the path into his land, regardless of how you believe in him or he believes in you, your short rest becomes 1 hour, which is a huge boon, because he is a benevolent deity. Then you come to Vestum the Unknowable, whose domains are literature, rebirth, wildfire, and fear. If you are neutral in his lands or hers, you're not really sure, you get +3 to all skill/resistance rolls, so a huge boon. The next is Claspa the Outer Daughter, which is an eldritch deity. If you are neutral in her lands, you succumb to madness. Her domains are rot, inspiration, growth, and rats. Then you have Servitar, the deity on the front, whose domains are hatred, stagnant water, temptation, and trees. If you are neutral in his lands, you roll 1d6 instead of 1d20 whenever you would roll 1d20. The hatred of the trees is thick. Finally, you have the Stygian Saint. And what a saint is in my world is whenever a god is killed, a mortal usually is chosen, put through the trial of Emperor, and takes their place. The Stygian Saint is a man who passed this test and took on the mantle of a deity to govern the domains of darkness, bones, mountains, and roots, in the stead of the dead god. And if you are neutral on the mountains in his lands, you cannot roll a natural 1, instead increase it to 2. So you cannot critically fail in his world, in his lands.
My hands are up.
All right, hand up.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I'm agnostic.
Yes. You are agnostic.
What does that mean?
Agnostic means that you do not believe in a deity, but it does not mean the deity does not believe in you.
Well, no, agnostic. Well, okay, all right. So, am I neutral or frowned?
If you are agnostic, what the neutral in land means is that that's an effect that happens to everybody regardless, because that's just an effect on their land that their presence emanates.
I see.
If you are agnostic, they probably wouldn't even know you're there, and outside their lands, nothing would happen to them. If you're just openly like the Stygian Saint's a load of crap and you shouldn't believe in it or follow any of these tenets, or it's a bunch of
an agnostic acknowledges gods, just doesn't care about them.
Yeah.
So they would probably do the same. They would acknowledge you and just not care.
There you go.
Unless you're in Servitar's realm, in which he hates everyone, and so he would probably frown on everyone, and if you're scathed, he would just make sure you die soon.
Why are we here? Whose fault is this? Stupid
This
monkey
is ours
man.
and GOP's fault.
It's totally me.
So,
Beast.
I'm going to have GOP, since this is all his fault. You have met up with Celtic's character right now. Celtic, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. I'm tall. I'm green. Black hair. About 220.
You guys speak
And
up, lady.
you can say I'm going to spell the name for you. I went online and found the work name. Shel.
Shell?
If you like it, you like it.
Spell it again.
Shell?
Shel.
Shell. Okay.
Yeah. That's my name. That's the only thing I got. That's who I am.
So wait, just to make sure we're all clear, our party's members' names are Sabalba, Sullivan, Shell, and I'm Tyog.
You're a monkey man.
So,
Okay. There's a lot of S names.
Well, you have, as far as I'm concerned, you have Shell, the elf, Furbag 1 and Furbag 2.
That's fair.
Yes.
And so, anyways, I'm going to have Mr. GOP roll, since this is all his fault and Tower's not here to roll it. Roll 1d6 for me. Actually, roll 2d6 and choose the number you like the most.
I could change my name to Nakash.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is
I like 5 better than 3.
5. All right. So you are currently, let's see, from the list of deities from the top down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are on the lands of the Stygian Saint. You cannot roll a natural 1, instead increase it to 2.
Nice.
okay.
As you begin on the paths. And so, the forest begins to grow darker. There are many different sounds of animals. You have everything from horned owls to chipmunks to very pesky birds that look precariously positioned on high up branches, ready to shower you with their fecal matter. But you, being experienced adventurers, step aside. Lo, do you see many of the track marks on the path of discombobulated adventurers and travelers who have been hit by the scat missiles launched from the ever hateful avians above. And so, as you are continuing on your journey, you realize that you have reached deep into the forest itself, only taking a few steps, it seems, into the Hakoa woods, that the maze-like properties of the forest begin to come to bear. I need everyone to make a survival roll, please.
Okay. So, survival.
Survival, which should be 1d20
Mm-hmm.
plus...
I don't think I have that skill written down.
It is all good. Do not worry about it. Survival is adds your strength, so you would 1d20 plus 1. If you don't have skill, you'll just have a pass. If you do have skill, it can be really good.
Well, I'm trying to look to see if I have anything, because I wrote down all the skills. I don't have skills in all of them, but I don't see survival. But all right, so yeah, easy enough.
I think survival was something that me and GOP talked about, and he recommended.
Oh, I see.
Also my fault. Okay, so
no, it's not your fault. I was talking with you, and I was like, no, it's a good idea.
All right.
So
okay, so I roll my d20, and then what do I add? You said
strength.
Strength. Okay, so
I got a 16, baby.
Wow.
Okay.
So basic pass.
I got 11. Rolled a 9.
11. All right.
There we go.
Can't roll one.
Can't roll a 1, it's a 2.
You can't roll a 1.
It's a 2.
So
all right, so I got a +7, so that means it is a 9.
A 9. All right. Awesome. So, since Does anyone have any skill ranks in survival?
No, because
No,
we didn't really.
didn't
Okay,
exist.
so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. So everybody gets 1 rank in survival for attempting it and not critically failing.
Okay, so I already had one. So let me see. Where should I put it? I'll put it next to bluff because I'll never take that. I'm
Uh,
agnostic.
so, as you are continuing, you realize that some of the problem is that the trees are beginning to turn a little bit early this year. Like I had said, that the weather patterns are acting a little bit strange in this. It seems the Stygian saint is more focused on the mountains than it is the trees and other um, aspects of the woods. But that doesn't mean that it's something negative that you have to avoid. You just have to realize that to zig when you should zag. And doing this, you are able to avoid a pitfall that would have led you off completely in the wrong direction. And so, as you are continuing moving through the woods, I'm going to present you with an interesting opportunity. Now, one of the things, this is the Path of Musk, is where you find yourself, which is the main road that goes through these woods. It is the road's total length is 28 kilometers. Its time to travel is 4+ days. The danger is moderate. There are 9 known dungeons on this road. The apex predator is a bear, and the strongest enemy within these woods is the rabid rowan or the legendary wendigo.
And we're after some kind of lizard, aren't we?
Yes, you are after a lizard. You have to get through the woods. You don't care about these others.
Okay, good.
And I have to grab something real fast, but I will let you talk about how you guys are going to basically make your way through the woods, because you guys have a week's worth of rations and 28 kilometers, about 16 miles through rough terrain in the forest. You might want to do some hunting, and you might want to decide if you're going to make shelter every day before you rest, or if you're just going to try to climb a tree.
Well, I am Zabulba, or I really think I should change my name to Nakash, though. That would be more ironic. Anyway, therefore, I definitely have a tent. I purchased that in rations, and I have 2 people to build it. So,
My character doesn't need tents.
yes, but you
He's.
build my tent because,
Hmm.
you know,
He thinks it's strange that you need to have this tent when you could just sleep under the open sky, but okay, whatever.
as I explained before, we elves are tender.
And as I'm putting your tent together, kind of confused on certain parts that are a little more complicated than I think they should be, but I still manage.
Good, good. Should make a roll and roll a 1 again.
All right. I guess this is how, because I think didn't last session, the 0 session, I just rolled a 1 right at the beginning.
You did. Yeah, it's good
Yeah.
timing. Yeah, it's very,
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah. But
I
yeah,
don't.
so
Yeah.
I got my horse. I got all my pots and pans because I do cook. I don't see cooking as a skill, but I definitely a cooker.
That would probably be one of
Knowledge.
the
Excellent. All
I'm
right.
gonna say
knowledge.
knowledge. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
because I have
subclass.
knowledge, so we'll say it's knowledge. So I got all my pots and pans. I'm actually good at a skill. I actually can cook. I'm a cooker, and I got my tent all set up, and I have to go and I have to make certain adjustments. You can't get good help these days. I have got my tent and I'm preparing delicious meals. And I am saying hello to Shell. Hello, Shell.
Greetings.
So
So you cook?
go ahead.
I don't cook. I make potions.
Ah, yes, I saw that under the Mindbreaker. I don't know why I would make much potions, but I'm a cook, so I guess it makes sense though. So I'm gonna have to look at the potion thing. So you're a potion maker. I'm a cook. So how did you join the Redeemers?
By accident.
Oh, yeah, I was born into it. Didn't have much choice really.
Aren't all elves born good?
Yes.
How about that? I'm not an elf.
I didn't know you had to be.
It's all good.
I
So you
sniff
have
a
one of
random
those
pine
fancy,
cone.
you have one of those fancy things that you go into and get naked with your ladies friends.
Well, you don't
Not
know
this.
that about me. You don't know that
Yeah.
Oh,
about me.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Metagaming.
Metagamer.
Sorry.
But
But
That's
yes.
not. That's unnecessary.
Anyway,
Unless
so
you're
our camp is set. The tent is
Mhm.
up, and I am cooking some fine victuals.
all right, GOP, make me a survival roll.
Another one. Well, this time I'm sure it won't be another one
No,
because
it would
that would
never.
be. Oh, that's much better. Okay,
Wow.
so that
Yeah.
so non-natural 20. Oh no, but I add my strength to that, so it'd be 20. Uh,
Wait,
7.
Very nice. Now, keep
wait,
in
I
mind,
thought your
guys,
strength was 7.
with this system, you need to get over an 8 unless there's some kind of modifier involved. I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Puffin?
I thought you had 7 strength.
My strength, and it's a. It was a. Let me see. I'm just making sure.
Is Tower trying to talk? Is that Tower that's
No, Tower isn't.
he
Am
isn't
I?
here?
Am I?
We're getting some kind of
Getting
overlap
interference?
then. Yeah.
I think that might be me for some reason. Um. Okay.
normally
Hopefully that's a little bit
Hmm.
better. I just turned it down. So I've got 6 strength because I got 1 from my Yatash, and then 7 because I'm mounted, and mounted is a +1 to all actions. So,
but you're
Oh,
not mounted right now.
no, you're
well,
not.
okay, then fine. Then I'm not a 27. I'm a 26.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
So, with a 26, you see at the edge of the camp something that loves food.
Oh,
Roll 2d6 for me.
okay. Off 2d6.
I thought we wouldn't need any other.
That would be a 7.
You see 7 averagely sized feral pigs.
Ooh.
Wild boar. They look rather hungry.
Well, you know who else is hungry?
Mm-hmm.
The whole lot of us. I quietly, uh, point my fingers, to say, "Hey, look over here," kind of thing. And I quietly get on my polar bear,
Mm-hmm.
who is also probably kind of hungry right now. And is everyone kind of ready to go for us to catch some dinner?
I think it's you that's going to be catching dinner.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
cooking.
that's true. Well, Tower's not here right now, but I'm assuming Tower helps me because,
He'll go with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
If anything attacks you, just say it hits tower.
that makes sense. Okay. And I get down and I'm just gonna charge him.
Yeah.
All right, I love it.
I'm currently
Charge at my
grilling
7
chilies.
pigs.
Nice.
All right,
Okay.
so you will go first because you're the initiator. Then if you don't kill this pig you're attacking, it will go second, then all the other pigs will murder you. I mean, what?
Makes sense. All right. So roll my d20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's another.
Well, that's a
19.
critical. How
Yeah.
dead is my pig? Roll 1d6, please.
Okay. So 2d6. Oh, that's 11.
Well,
And
yeah,
then
well, pick the highest of those
yeah.
two.
So that's a 21.
21 damage. That is a dead
Yeah, I
pig.
forget. Yeah, I forgot.
It's
You don't
dead pig.
combine them.
So you skewer a wild boar on the back of your polar bear, and unfortunately, your polar bear is a bit hungrier than you are. So it immediately tears into this pig and begins eating its carcass. So
Well, the polar bear has an action that I control on my turn. So
Yes.
before he starts eating it, I assume I would be able to get to attack another. He would
Yes,
attack it.
you will. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
after he attacks, his mind's on eating this pig. Because
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think you guys brought any catfish for him.
No, but I'm cool with him eating one of the pigs. I mean, there's a bunch of them, so I assumed he would have eaten the one that he bit into on his when he goes, but that's fine.
No, he likes. He basically sees you as a provider.
That's a good point, and I'm feeding him on a stick, so
So he doesn't bite the hand that feeds him.
That's true. That's a good point. Okay, so he is gonna go, and let's see. So he will add his strength to that, but he doesn't have any other bonuses.
Well, remember,
he doesn't.
He would get. Excuse me. As an animal, they will add strength as bonus damage to his roll. Is basically based on his rank, so he gets +2.
Well, he's a bronze, so I thought he doesn't get any bonus.
Oh yeah, he doesn't get a bonus. So yeah, so 1d20.
So he just straight d20. Okay, there we go. That is a 13.
That will hit a pig. Roll damage.
Okay.
2d6. Pick the highest to add his strength.
And he doesn't add anything to it, so it's strictly the higher of the two rolls. That is a 6.
6 damage. All right, He just swipes and basically smacks a pig. You hear it squeal, but it is not dead. It's a tough pig. And it squares up with you. So, of these pigs, 2 of them are angry at your bear, so they're going to attack it.
Okay. And we share HP.
Okay, so one rolled a 19, and the other rolled an 8. So one misses, and one will hit your bear. Fortunately, they have no bonus to hit, so they do not critical.
Okay.
For 4 damage.
Which is reduced to 3. So.
And then the other 3 attacks are going to you, which means that I'm assuming you're blocking them.
I would have to. So.
Well, no crits, so let's see how much damage. Which will be the total will be half, because I'm nice like that. What do we have? 13 divided by 2, rounded up for 7.
All right, 7 points to me.
So these pigs basically rush at you, and 2 hit the bear not terribly hard. It just like roar, and turns to the left, exposing one of your legs, which is thoroughly gored by these pigs. But since you were blocking, you basically pull your leg up and start kicking at these things. But they have sharp tusks. It is your turn. What are you doing, GOP?
Okay. I didn't like that very much. That was pretty rude. All I'm trying to do is eat him. So yeah, I'm going to I will attack the pig that's already injured to get it out of the fight. So.
All right.
You know what? Yeah, no, I'll take the pig that's already injured. Oh! He dead.
Roll your damage.
3, so what is that? That's 6?
That's 6 plus...
Plus, I think it's plus 5. Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't even add that last time, I forgot.
It is dead.
Okay. And now the mount is going to go and attack.
All right. That's 2 pigs down, 3 to go. Wait, no, you rolled 7, so there's 4 pigs.
Okay, that's 11.
That will miss.
Okay.
The pigs are wise to your bear swipes, and it kind of eyes them up, getting ready to bite, probably, or do something, because these pigs are making very annoying and very eat-me sounds. The 4 pigs are going to split their attacks, 2 on the bear and 2 on you. These will be on the bear. Did I get any criticals? No. What's your bear's dodge? I'm assuming your bear's trying to dodge.
So you didn't give me specific numbers like that, so I don't know what
Oh yeah.
his.
So your bear's dodge would probably be the base for most animals, which is uh which is 11. So you can either have him dodge or block.
Okay. Well, I mean, it. He can block because he's gonna get hit either way. So
Okay. I should have said that before I rolled. That's my apologies.
yeah. So dodge is 11. All right. And then his block would be what?
His block would I would say that his endurance is at least as high as yours, so his block would be 5.
Okay.
So he takes a total of 6 damage. But one of those piggies will have a -5 on their next roll if they live that
Okay.
long. So the two that are attacking you, you will be blocking, of course, and I believe one of the pigs has a negative, so we will say the second dice has a negative. So that is a 12 and a 13, which is being blocked. So no chances of criticals here unless something is neutral. So that is half damage rounded up 4. And so the pigs feel that they are confident. Smash their confidence, GOP.
Oh, they hit me for 4?
They hit for 4.
Okay. Well, I guess so. They're hitting me low, so that wouldn't affect my armor, which is higher up, right? Or would it?
Right.
Okay.
They're hitting you in the legs, which is unarmored to my knowledge.
Yep. No, that's accurate. Okay. Well, I don't like this one bit.
That's another critical. Roll damage.
Yep. And okay, so I gotta remember to actually add my bonus damage. So 4 plus 5, so it's 9 points of damage to one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see. I think that's 10 because 4, 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 10.
Oh, I crit. I'm sorry, my bad. I
Yes.
was thinking just normal because with my plus 5, so 10 plus 5, so 15.
All right, so another one is dead, so it's a 3v2.
Yep, I wasn't calculating it as a. Yeah, I should have.
All
Okay,
right.
and now
Polar bear
the
time.
polar bear.
All right.
11.
11. So you hit it right on the dot. You have to be higher, so the pig will move out of the way.
Okay, my polar bear is kind of flustered right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Also, it has a big heavy yatosh on its back.
that is true.
So these pigs just saw you skewer, and this bear can't really hit them, so they're all going to attack you.
Fair enough. Oh. Wow. Okay, well, they are going to get, because I was blocking the last time around, right? When they tried to hit
Yes,
me.
so one of them will, for your sake, I will negate one of those criticals.
Okay, and then as for the other critical, I have. Let me go down to my.
So let me roll here.
Half
So
critical damage taken, rounded up if you still have armor. So.
okay, so that will be for the.
The one that
I'm
wasn't
not.
crit.
Well, hold on. Those are the 2 normal hits, 5 and 1, which is 6. I think I had it to where natural 20s are unaffected. They're always crits, but since these are animals, I don't care. So I like you blocking them. So let's do the actual crit roll, which is 1d6. And a 1. So you take 0 damage from that for a big whopping 3 damage total.
Okay, cool.
GOP messing up my rolls like that. Goodness gracious.
Well, I'd rather not be taken out by a group of pigs. That would be kind of embarrassing.
No, that's exactly what I want.
Well, we have
that could be arranged.
Different goals. So there's 3 pigs. Okay.
3 pigs. 3 little pigs. Huff and puff at them.
Well, I hear a commotion off in the distance, but I'm busy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Lady, are you going to do anything, or are you just like, Whatever.
Articulate. Okay.
I'm not that cross of a person. Yeah, see if I can come up from the backside of them and get a surprise on the pig. So I'll go next round.
Okay.
If
All
they
So
right.
I'm gonna roll my damage to him. That is horrible. That is only gonna be a 7 to.
That's a miss.
Or no, I'm actually mounted, so but still, it's gonna be a miss regardless. Okay, and my bear is going to attack now.
All right.
Oh well, nope. We're just not doing anything. Okay, this is going very well.
I suppose I should show the failure that of your dice rolling. And there we go. Everybody can see it now. There we go.
Mhm.
4. Yeah, he's.
All right. So, unfortunately, you are in the Stygian Saints land, so the pig cannot critically fail.
Still doesn't hit me though. Well, he does for half, right?
Yeah, all these hits are for half, and since you did a minus on the pigs, one of those will just flat out miss because when you go into negatives, you miss.
Okay.
So 2 hits. I've been rolling improperly.
Well, the 3 would be a -2 then, right? Because it's not -5, so 2
Yeah,
misses.
so only 1 hit.
All right.
So I'm going to roll 2d6, pick the highest, like I should. I will hit you for 3 damage.
Okay, cool.
And now, lady, you come up behind the pigs. They have no idea you're there. Hit these little oinkers.
How many are left? 2 or 3?
3.
3.
All right.
Do I roll the 6-sider for the shadow grip?
Shadow grip. Let's see.
Yeah. 1d6 shadow tentacles equivalent to the amount of hit points to the number of summoned. The tentacles grab the enemies, reducing their rolls equal to the health of the tentacles attacking. Tentacles last for 3 rounds.
All right.
So
So
roll the 6-sider, or do you?
you would roll the 6-sider, but let me ask you a question. Are you an Earthbones Voidwalker or a Void-powered Voidwalker?
I'm a void power.
So instead, remember, if you are Void-powered, all your abilities are once per session, but they have 4 times the impact. So that Void Grip, the Shadow Grip, you summon 4d6 Shadow Tentacles with equal health to what you rolled, and the tentacles go where you say and reduce rolls equally.
Well, I can grapple these things where they can't attack, and all they could do is be hit. Would that be all right?
Once per session.
But yes. But, you can completely end this fight. If you do this, those pigs will never be able to hit them.
Already got a big gash in his leg, right?
How many hit points have you lost?
I share my hit points with my mount. So, but I mean, my personal hit points would be at 13. But right now, I think I'm at 65 is what I have written down. So out of 87.
I am currently carefully, daintily opening the spice bottles. It's very precious.
All right.
So I've got plenty of HP if I'm sharing my HP with my mount.
Right.
But, it's going to.
But still, help would be appreciated.
Yeah.
You may choose.
You said there was 2.
Yes, there's 3 of them. And I will say that you have some potions prepared if you want to chuck some acid potions at these pigs.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Instead of using your once per session ability. So, chuck an acid potion at the pigs. I'm going to say they're close enough that it will splash on them. Roll a d6 first for me to see what quality of ingredients you were able to use in these potions.
1d6.
Yes, ma'am. All right, re-roll that because you didn't use rotten materials.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it.
No. Fate. That is fate.
Okay, so all right, your acid only does 1d6 points of damage to each one of the pigs. Since they are unaware, They don't get a dodge or a block, so hit them. Roll 1d6 direct damage to all pigs.
1d6
tower.
to all pigs. So
Yep.
You want me to roll three different times or all at once?
All at once, just 1d6. One big AoE. If you roll one again, I'll be really impressed.
Impressed.
Impreza.
So, you suddenly see GOP, this small little green vial, fly right over the pigs, and then suddenly it combusts. And all of their fur begins to melt off their bodies. They are squealing, they are hurting. It is your turn.
Okay. I'm thinking to myself, the gods must will my victory. You know?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Okay. That is definitely a crit.
Mhm.
And then
Now it's straight till the road ends.
so 3, and then so that's a 6 plus my 5, so that is a whopping 11.
One pig is dead.
Okay.
So now you're polar bear.
All right, my polar bear is gonna go, and he's gonna say, "Nope, I'm missing again." He does not like the smell of that acid.
Guess not.
Do
Pigs.
I really need to come over there?
You know what? I mean, it's up to you.
So let's see, GOP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll this twice. So the first, that's 4.
I love the fact
And
that the
then-
mutt is just sitting and watching.
Four.
What's up?
Oh, you're in here, by the way. He was with me, so
All right, so let me see here. So that's 9. Since you're blocking, that's half for 5. So how much total damage have you taken, GOP?
let's see. So I was down to 65 from 87 total.
Mhm.
So
And then you would have just taken 5.
Yep. So now I'm down to 60, and my main HP, I'll drop it down another 5.
What would that value be?
So my main HP is at 8, but I mean I share my
Oh my God.
Oh,
so
So what's the difference between your current HP and your max?
my max is 30, so I'm less than a third left.
So you've taken 22 damage.
Yeah.
All right, remember, we said that all damage you take goes to Tower because he's helping you, but he wasn't there. So Tower takes 22 damage, and you get that hit points back.
Son of a bitch! It burns!
I still get the scars, though. I'm guessing, right?
No, you don't get the scars. He does.
Oh,
He
That's
gets
not
one
right.
scar.
You can't do that,
More,
DM.
I
You
know.
can't
I
do that.
get. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that too. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No. I'll take the damage and the scars. That was my fight.
Yeah. So,
Holy shit. So do I really need to come over there?
No, there's
No.
like what? Oh,
There's
I
2.
killed one. There should have only been 2 attacks against me, right?
Yeah, there are 2. But remember, when you do damage, you roll 2d6 to take the highest. I was rolling for each pig.
I know, but I thought I killed one of them.
You killed one of 3, and there were 2 pigs left that hit you.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you rolled like 3 different sets, but
One
okay.
was an accident.
Oh,
Am
I
I just
didn't-
watching?
You are watching
You are.
him
yeah,
work.
you're just
Yeah, it's
staring and
perfect. It's
scratching your
perfect.
head
It's
as I'm fighting
Can I,
this.
Probably was looking for a place to pee. Okay.
Yeah, can
Can
he go before the next round? Since he's
No.
yeah. I look
Okay.
at GOP getting his ass kicked, and I just sort of huff over there.
You know what? That's fine. Make an attack, Tower. Show him how it's done.
GOP, since I'm driving, I'm gonna. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I need you to roll.
Oh, cool.
Oh no,
All
no,
right.
no. You want me to roll?
Oh yes,
Okay,
Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay,
you don't have
Cheese.
his.
Yeah,
Okay,
you definitely
so
want me to roll. His D20 plus what?
okay, so he's going to have a strength of 5.
Mm-hmm.
So he's also going to have. Let me make sure there's no other bonuses to that.
Well, remember, his only plus to hit is his class bonus. His plus to damage is his strength.
Okay, so his plus to hit is. I guess he's not going to have a plus then with that. Because that would be. Oh no, it says he has a +3 to hit.
Yeah, he has 3 items that gives him a class bonus of 3. So 1d20 plus 3.
All right, well, there you go. Same as me. Hit.
I don't think
Wonderful.
so.
Yeah, that's
think
definitely a hit.
11.
Well, you have to
Spoon
roll over 11 to hit these pigs.
So technically, you have to roll a 12.
I see. So in this case, the 8 is being buffed by 3.
Because the pigs have 3 agility.
Sweet. Okay. I'm just trying to
One
understand.
photo with
So, dog breath, you missed, but you didn't critically fail, though.
Okay.
That's right.
And that was my turn. Okay.
Well, whoa. So, so the pigs just hit. He got the swing. It's Lady's turn. Then it's your turn.
Okay. Fair enough.
Hey, how close am I to Lady? Because I also attack if I'm close to one of them.
Well, Lady's fighting at a distance. You'd have to
Lady's
be
fighting at a distance.
Okay.
Let's see. What do I have now? Yeah, throwing a rock.
All right, throw a rock at him.
Look at that. Rows of corn everywhere.
Did you move up to me on your turn, Tower?
Lord.
What was that? What was that?
That missed.
On your turn for your movement, did you move up to me at the very least? So now you're there?
No.
Yes. I huffed it.
Oh, him. He did.
Yeah.
I did.
That's the definition of huffing it.
Okay. So he is next to me engaging in melee with these 2 pigs that are left.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna give me a piece of that ham.
Yeah, so if I hit a pig,
Taste that bacon.
okay, I'm going to attack.
Take a chop out of that pork.
That's a 6, and then what is my plus again?
Really?
Okay.
That's a 9 plus what's your class bonus?
Huh?
Oh, it's a 9. Sorry.
No,
That
that's a
word
6.
again. I'm the one behind the wheel,
No,
Taylor.
it says it's a 9. No, I would actually I only have 11. Then, adding that one thing to the beginning, which wasn't accurate, so it's an 11. So it doesn't hit.
I go into the ditch first.
Okay, so now you're polar bear.
Now my
Bird. Hit a bird.
Maybe my polar bear will actually hit something this time. Oh, it hits.
All right. Roll to hit, Tower.
Well, I'll. Oh, well, I should do my damage.
Yeah, I got it. I'm on it.
I can do it.
That's a hit.
Cool. You've hit 2. So first, POP roll damage.
Okay. That would be a 5.
Plus 5 for 10.
Oh yeah.
It just happened to be doubles, and so that's an extra. What's his strength?
His strength is a 5.
So 18 damage to one pig obliterates it. So there's one pig left, and it's going to try to run.
You did good, Tower.
I take my claws and I fillet that pork right then and there.
All right, roll to hit it.
Okay. He's rolling.
Make it left here, right?
You have hit it. Roll damage.
Oh, okay, it's fine. And I roll the damage.
So that is 10 damage to the piggy. Would you like to roll again for your mauling strike to hit it for an additional 4 more damage?
He would.
All right, roll.
Yes.
Okay, I'm on it. He doesn't do that. He doesn't. You don't maul it. You were too, foaming at the mouth and shit, but you hit it though.
Yeah, the pig runs away, but you'll be able to track it, and it dies from bleeding.
And then I take my claws, I fillet the bacon strips, and then I piss on it.
Oh, that's
okay.
That's what you do. You eat your. Oh God.
Okay, so here's one thing.
You see why I don't care? You see why I'm uncaring?
Number 1, is your character intelligent enough to know butchery and where bacon even is?
Mm-hmm.
And number 2, you as an animal would be smart enough to realize if you pee on something, it's going to make you sick if you eat it.
On?
Yeah, you wouldn't pee on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't pee on it, but I eat the shit out of it.
Yeah, that's
actually animals would. if most predators actually shake the intestines to get the crap out of it, so they don't have to eat that part. If you want to eat that out of it, that's fine.
Yeah,
I don't want to eat it.
don't take him literally.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm assuming that eventually someone brings me a piece of pork. Someone.
There's still plenty of
I
good
bring
meat.
him a full fillet of pork and bacon strips.
You don't. You would just bring him the pig because you wouldn't know how to properly.
I'm a
carve up the
savage.
animal.
Yes, we know. Yeah,
Classic.
we know.
Sweet.
Penis
Sister,
size average.
deal with him, please.
No! Stop
How
it!
You would think if I knew how to deal with him, he would still
Oh,
react like
that's
this.
Fair enough. We understand your pain.
This guy's waving cones at me.
No, he's not.
Well, why is he just holding it? I want to go already.
All right.
Um,
Anyway,
So, lady,
We got our food.
yes, you guys collect the wild boar corpses. You are able to harvest it.
Yeah, I have.
You're able to. Yep.
Yep.
You are probably
Thank you,
able to
police
get at
officer,
least.
man.
I would say at least over 100 pounds of usable meat.
Oh wow!
Okay.
I don't have
How
time
much
to
do
deal with
I-
all that.
Yeah, we don't need all that, but how much do I heal
Sure,
again?
that
So I roll a d20 and I have my survival or my medical.
You 1d20 plus medical, and after you rest 4 hours, that's how much you heal.
So
Okay,
I don't. I know I don't have to, but I wanna. If I want to make a cooking roll, I roll a d20 plus my 3 skill, right?
You roll a d20 plus the stat, so 1d20 plus intelligence. Your skill rank improves the quality of the
No, that's
result.
right. I thought it was the opposite.
Okay, you're making it worse.
I thought it
We
was the
decide-
opposite.
You
Let me see here. Let me look.
on the curb.
I thought that the
You're on the
stats
sidewalk.
are increase intensity and the
You stay in the
skill
car?
represents
Yeah,
the
let's
dice
do it.
roll. Tower, can you mute, please? Please mute, Tower.
Yes, that would be correct for skills, yes.
Yeah, okay. So d20 plus 3.
Yeah, I'm still sick.
The best damn chili ever.
The minimum value for a skill roll is your d20 plus stat. So, like, if you were rolling a skill check and you got a 1, it would be like if you had an intelligence of 3, it'd be a 4.
Okay,
So you don't
so
critically box them.
So let's understand this. Let's back up a half second here so we can understand. So when I make a roll, I use my skills. When I make an attack roll, I use the number of class items that I have access to, which is for me is 3. And the
Hi,
stats,
David.
hold on a second. The stats represent intensity, right? So the
Right.
stats don't play into the roll at all.
No.
Okay, so with my cooking of 3, I don't the intensity of it comes to the stat. Okay. So I got, what did I get? I succeeded, and therefore under my intelligence it's a 5. So that success is at an effect of 5.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, because I remember that I had confused myself.
That's okay.
GOP?
I do that quite often.
Did I lose GOP?
No, I'm right here.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Because he actually had pointed out that I had written the wrong word. I had written stat instead of skill, and I needed to change that. So that is my apology. Anywho,
But I understand it correctly now, right? I do understand.
Right. Yeah,
We
you're
roll
good.
skill bonuses, and stats just represent effectiveness, limits,
Yes.
things like that. Access, things like that. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
And in melee, some attack types will let you add strength as damage. Excuse me.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do my psionic attacks, do I add my willpower to damage?
You would add, because willpower gives you additional actions, I would say you would add your intelligence modifier as extra damage.
Okay.
Because that's how strong your mind is.
Yeah, it makes sense. Cool.
And
Well,
that's not base damage, it's bonus damage.
it's bonus damage. Yeah, no, I get it. All right. So we have an excellent meal, a level 5 meal. Just so you know, GOP,
Yes.
you're quite
Nice.
happy. You're bleeding on my damn silverware, though.
Mm-hmm. But
That's
I
it.
don't really notice it.
That's fair. Yeah.
Are
But
you?
yeah.
So I will count this as a rest as you guys are eating.
Sure, I got my 10 up, dude.
Exactly. So GOP,
I'm pitching a werewolf tent,
Mm-hmm.
if you know what I'm saying.
digging a hole in the ground. Got it.
Yep.
Mr. GOP, you have earned 2 scars for this battle. Where would you like to put them?
Well, they would probably be on my legs.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they would be.
And
Considering.
what abilities are you buffing with them?
All right, so which ones can I buff again? I'm just trying to remember what I can do with that.
A scar can be used to increase potency, range, potential, times you can use it per battle, etc.
Okay, so I can add the scars to my attack damage then?
No, you would add it to the ability. So, for example, you have the ability that lets you take half damage from a critical, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you would put your scars on that ability, and now you can use it 2 additional times per battle.
Okay, that makes sense. I will put those because that actually probably works better than anything else I could have done at this point. So, yeah, I'll do that. Scars 2.
Wow.
Oh,
Are you okay
Wow.
there, buddy?
Yeah, I was stretching.
He ate too fast.
That was literally just a croak in my neck. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't realize you guys could hear me though. Well,
we hear all.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I
so
have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. I'm an Ine. How do you pronounce it?
The NI.
Inai. Okay. Let me fix that real quick.
As you are resting here, was that the full extent of your question?
No, it's not. That's not even the question. The question
Oh, my
is
bad.
this. It says under Enai, quick, sub 5 from attack roll 2 times per session. What does that mean again?
That means if someone rolled a 20 against you, you could put a -5 on it, and it would no longer be a critical.
Oh, so -5. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, and by the way, so if I'm trying to increase my mount's healing, because I did my healing, but how does my mount's healing work again?
If you share hit points, a medical roll on yourself will heal your mount.
Okay, so I'll just split
So-
the healing up amongst us then.
Yep. And if you get scars, you can split them between you and your mount if you have the ability where your mount can get scars.
I think that's like further on in the.
Yep.
Oh no, I have it. I picked that up that
Yep.
that ability.
So, as you guys, eating this meal and packing up extra rations, making jerky, lady, you begin noticing something in the forest as it begins to get basically midday, going on into the evening, the cleaning, the hunting, the cooking, it all took a good amount of time, and it's almost dark now. Lady, let me see here. Can you make, for me, a simple GM, an investigation roll?
Investigations on intelligence, correct?
Investigation is on intelligence, which means the minimum that you can roll is, 1 plus your intelligence, so you can't critically fail. And that'll help me understand what you get. So how many ranks in investigation do you have?
I don't have anything in those skills things.
That's fine. So just roll 1d20 for me. And for attempting it, you'll get 1 rank in investigation. That is an amazing roll. You should be very happy.
Yeah.
And I like the green. Green girl, green dice. So, you as a void walker draw your energy directly from the void. You are very in tune with the outer gods, as much as a mortal can be before you begin understanding their machinations. And you realize that not here, not on this path of Musk, but somewhere nearby is a humming. You're not sure what this humming is, but you know that it's not anything made by bird or beast. It is something in the woods. It is not malevolent, but is not benevolent either. But for some reason it is drawing. Not as like an allure, but it is more just the craving for knowledge. This hum resonates with any mind that craves knowledge and understanding. And freedom.
I've never heard this before, right?
No. You've never heard anything like this. You've heard the howls of the outer gods. It's kept you up at night as a void walker, but you've never heard anything this soft, this clear.
Almost soothing, isn't it?
It is soothing, but not in a siren way. There's nothing here trying to lure you in. It's just something pure is nearby.
Me and Bird are gonna go for.
You gonna go take a look?
First, I stand and I'm looking off in what direction I think it's coming.
It is to the southwest, a little bit off the path.
Were we told not to leave the path, though?
You are not supposed to stray from the path. Walking off of it for a few feet shouldn't be a problem.
All right, so yeah. I'll go just a few feet, stop and look that way. Hello?
You see this. The Church of Birch.
Hang on. Of course, I'm not in the right place. Mm-hmm.
The Church of Birch is a strange wooden building that grew up naturally within the forest. The gods and saints have no idea where the Church of Birch originated, but their abilities have no effect within. In fact, all magic is negated inside the leafy lines. Fire will not burn outside of a ring of stone, and only the name of the high god has power. Potions brewed within the church finishes in half the time, and one ingredient of your choice will grow there within 1 year. One aspect of the Church of Birch is a strange song erupts from those sleeping within the church. The sound of bird calls and rodent noises replace song as the unconscious seem to worship within the wooden walls. One can stumble upon the Church of it. Why did it correct it to Birch? Never mind. I'll have to edit that. But each attempt to find it increases in difficulty by 1 each time on a survival roll, which means it is very easy to find the church the first time, but it gets progressively harder until eventually it is impossible to find it. Because you have found the
So
one...
This is probably a once-in-a-lifetime thing I see.
Well, you can find it, like, the difficulty to find the Church of Birch when you're in the woods is 1. Then it goes up to 2. Then it goes up to 3. And each time, so if you walk away, like turn your back and go back to camp, it's a difficulty 2 to find it again. Which, with your intelligence or strength or any of your stats are higher than 2. So the first couple trips, you don't even have to make any rolls because you're automatically going to be able to find it.
Okay.
But that's just what's happening in the background. So my question is, what ingredient is currently growing there then?
That is a good question. Are you going to the Church of Birch as well?
Well, I mean, if
I
Am I
pointed
being
out,
told about it?
"Hey guys, look at that!" And I start walking toward it.
I'm
I go,
curious,
hey guys, look at this.
so I follow.
Power, Mr. Chester, are you going to also follow?
Supper's over with.
Um,
Yeah, I'll follow. Fuck yeah, I follow. I follow.
Now, Sebulba,
yes,
you have been to the Church of Birch before.
I have. Okay.
All Redeemers take basically a pilgrimage to the Church of Birch. They do it once every couple of years. Once you cannot find the Church of Birch, your time as a Redeemer is over. Because it is the one free place, free from the gods, free from thought, free from corruption. And
Okay.
it is basically a place where Redeemers go. You sometimes have council there. So you're not sure which one of you went on pilgrimage to this church last, but you have been here at least 8 times before. So I need you to make me a 1d20 plus your 1 in survival, please.
Okay.
Eh.
Would that rule apply if he's literally right next to us and
Yes. Yes, it will.
Okay. So I need.
Because if he fails, you guys basically just wander in the woods and he's not sure where you went.
I
Which
fail.
is exactly what happens. They just disappear into the woods.
Okay. I go
They
back
just
to the
kind
camp.
of, you just go back to the camp. You're just like, all right, whatever. But you understand what has happened. They found the Church of Birch.
So I'm
And
no longer a redeemer.
you are no long once you cannot find it, which means, once the difficulty is higher than 20. Your difficulty right now is 8. So you
Oh
can
well,
still potentially
I could go back home though.
oh god,
it's not
guys!
that easy.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you dump the werewolf on me. Anyways, so
We'll just put it on your tab.
Damn it.
as
And just so you know, with the spelling, why it did that automatically, birch, spelt with an I, would mean bright. Birch, spelt with a U, means breaking or to break. So
okay.
they have meaning. It's a very old word we don't use very much anymore.
I see. Thank you.
But the internet would know.
Hmm.
It's my job. I'm a philologist.
Wonderful.
Hmm.
He does
I
that
do like
along
learning
with.
things. So as you approach, everyone's going to have a different experience with it. So, lady, you were the first to heed its call, and as you approach this basically spire of trees, all birch trees, they begin cracking and opening as if the roots are tiptoeing away from each other to allow you entrance into this peaceful place. And within you see rabbits and birds and wolves and other animals, and they are just all not making a single sound. They are lining the outsides, laying down, sleeping, drinking from a well that seems to have, sprung up in the corner. But for the most part, they are just hanging out. Not doing anything. They barely acknowledge your presence, only to move so that you don't step on them.
Can I piss in the well that they're drinking in?
Oh my god!
Um,
What is it with you and your bladder?
I know it's weird. Yeah.
your bladder is empty right now, so unfortunately,
It's a. I drink from the well to send piss back into it.
it doesn't work that fast. It's going to
Yeah.
take at
Yeah.
least 3 hours.
No,
So
35 days.
you drink from the well. Wonderful. All right, so he's drinking from the well. Lady, what do you do in this place?
You said there was rare things that grow in here.
There are rare ingredients.
Do I think it's uh, plausible to harvest some?
Oh, you can. You can just reach down and pick up. There's some rare mushrooms, some rare lavender. Um, these are birch trees, but you see apples and pineapple and other things growing
Okay.
from their branches.
I mean, I don't try to be a hog about it, but selected things I know that, that's great for that potion or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Very
So
calming. I almost want to go to sleep in here, but I better not. I may not wake up for a couple of years.
that's a good idea. GOP, what are you doing in your first visit to the Church of Birch?
I cut down a piece of fruit and I look at it because the last one I ate gave me stomach issues, and I'm gonna just take a bite out of it cautiously.
You take a bite out of it. It is delicious. There are no worms in it.
Oh, nice.
And you actually grabbed a peach.
Okay.
One of the things, lady, I must mention is as soon as you walked in here, you
Okay.
felt
In a container, in a bag, in a bag. His
no,
name, my phone number.
no container, no bag. Anyways, you felt your power stand aside from you.
What time do you have to go tomorrow? You have to text
Whenever.
me. Okay. Oh, I need to mute myself.
So basically, what has happened to you is the outer god's power doesn't work inside the church. So your void walker power was waiting for you at the door.
Okay.
Your potion
But
still worked.
my potion making, knowing the ingredients is one thing. Putting it together, making something special is something else.
Right.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But normal potions can be brewed in half the time. So you could brew a bunch of potions here that may take you an hour, 10 minutes, or 20 minutes or whatever, and it'll be half the time.
Okay. But the whole thing is, I don't have my equipment to do that. So.
There is equipment in the church.
Oh, really? Sure.
Yes.
Let's make some great potions then.
All right.
But you only made me a list of 10. Dang it.
I mean, we can make some up on the fly. That's what adds good things to the game. Let's roll 1d6 for me, please, to see how many potions you can make. Meanwhile, while you're making potions, GOP,
Mhm.
you are watching Tower, I would assume, drink from this well, and the bunny rabbits are very confused at how something so fuzzy can drink so much, but the well doesn't seem to be going down. What are you doing in this place of peace after taking a bite of your peach? You notice your polar bear kind of... You gonna talk over someone?
No, Tower's not muted.
Oh, okay. So your polar bear has already lied down and is taking a nap.
I figured the polar bear would have drank some of the well as well. But
Yeah, he's waiting his turn.
While I'm drinking at the well, I pet the fluffy big kitty that GOP owns that's sitting next to me.
Okay. So once you're done drinking from the well, you begin petting a large cat that is resting nearby.
No, I mean
he
his
meant my
polar
polar
bear. I
bear.
think yeah.
Okay, so you begin petting the polar bear, which knows you and does not react because for some reason normally it would swat you, but in this place all are friends, all are at peace, and it goes and drinks water and lets you pet it.
I like this big fluffy kitty.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
So what
And a
are
voice
you...
from the distance
what are
says
you
continue in 1.5 miles.
The church has spoken. Thus must
Yeah.
it be. What are you doing, GOP? Like, how does your character react to this place?
It's kind of confused. All the animals are just chilling. And he's like, that'd be an easy meal, but he just ate and he just had some fruit. And he's like, he's kind of chill right now. He just looks over because he thinks it's still kind of weird. He's like sniffing the wood and
It doesn't have an odor. There is no sign of rot here.
Oh. I feel like we're looking at something that's supposed to be what it is. I go up to Chester and I put my tail down and then I sit
Chester
down.
is not there.
I'm not here.
Nope.
Oh,
No. I'm
Where
back
is it?
at the camp in my tent. You see, I have this magical artifact relic that no one knows about. It's worth precisely 27 billion gold coins. And it's called the Box of Emergency Nymphs, which gives me D4 consumable nymphs a day.
Wow. I didn't
Um,
realize that you
blow up
got such a
nymphs, that
powerful
is.
item.
Yes,
Anyways,
it is one of the greatest artifacts on the realms.
yeah. See, that's what we call lucid dreaming. So he is
Mhm.
asleep right now.
Oh,
Fine, I'll scratch it
um.
off then.
Well, I was gonna say, can I go back to How far away are we? Can I go up to Chester
You,
and just sit on him
No,
yes, you can.
without hurting him?
you would
Like
never do
sit
that.
at his feet.
You can try to sit on him. If he lets you sit on him, is another thing, because he'll smell you coming.
Keep left to stay
I'm
on
like a
Cowboys Road.
retarded guard dog.
I just imagine like you going up, he's sleeping, you going up in front of him, you spinning around a few times, and then you're just gonna like plop down, kind of partially on him, but like in front of him.
Yeah, but
And
since I'm a dog, it's always gonna be the ass facing the mouth.
Wow.
wow. Okay. Well, that happens, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Fine, you
And-
let that happen, but I don't get my box of emergency nymphs.
You are dreaming about that stuff. For some reason, the water that you were all having fun in has turned stagnant. You're not sure why.
I-88 East.
And your eye kind of opens and you see your faithful puppo companion has just come in here because something has spooked him.
I roll over.
I pass gas.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
you go.
Anyways.
Anyways.
All right. So, well, I'll hang out in here till Lady's done doing her stuff.
All right, so lady, what did you get on the 1d6? I need
I
to
rolled
know.
a 1.
All right, roll it again. I'm going to give you more than one potion.
It's gonna be another one.
Two.
Right. 2 potions.
Yay.
All right, 2 potions. Okay, so you are going to get a spider eye potion, and you are going to make a heron potion.
A potion of bottomless nymphs.
A potion of bottomless fish.
Okay. That too.
I'm not going there. Anyways, so the spider eye potion basic effect is that it improves eyesight. It can be used like droplets in the eye to cure any kind of irritants from the environment or wash out something that has gotten into your eye. And it also kills bacteria, so it's a good disinfectant. If you put a supernatural kicker on it, which you do because you have potion crafting, the spider eye
That's at the
potions.
door.
What? Yes,
That's the door.
that power is, but the Church of Birch has its own power
Oh, okay.
that
Okay.
it will allow you when making potions because it likes potions.
Okay.
And that potion the supernatural effect will make you spontaneously spawn eyes until you have 8 of them. In which case allows you to look in every possible direction, making you immune to sneak attacks and improving your dodge by 2 during combat. And this can put you above the dodge maximum of 18. So you can go up to 20 dodge with this potion.
Okay. And the heroin's like the ability I have?
The Heron potion is it grants you the ability to levitate for 1 hour. The basic effect of the
Or do
Heron.
you just float with the wind?
Yes. The basic effect of the Heron potion is it is a weight loss supplement. So, if you are trying to get rid of some extra pounds, you take a Heron potion. Not a heroin potion,
I
but
know.
it is equally addictive, like the bird.
By the way, I
So,
create a little spark in my hand that has 2 effects. One, it ignites the methane into a puff of smoke, and the static electricity in the air sets all his hair on end.
Okay, so you have been shocked. You like a static burst has gone through your body power. You're not really sure.
You're now a Pomeranian.
Yes, you just go.
Okay, okay, okay. I immediately freak out by slashing the tent.
This is going to
Just
turn out
because
to
this is going to be funny, roll an attack on the tent for me. 1d20 plus.
Okay, Tester.
Well, can we have an initiative though?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So initiative.
So how do we do initiative again?
It will be for this instance. It's 1d20 plus agility.
1d20 plus agility. Okay. So all right, you roll it. Roll initiative, dog.
I think we have to roll for him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You roll for him, GOP.
Okay, so
I got an hour left in the drive.
That's
so
okay.
D10 plus agility would, or D20 plus agility, so that'd be another 5. So okay, here we go.
Get a perfect
4.
25, please.
No.
Yes. Yes. So
No,
I
you go
win
second.
initiative by a lot. A lot.
Mhm.
Right.
By 15, I actually win initiative.
Mhm.
And therefore, I just kind of eye over to this crazy mutt, and I simply will him to sleep.
All right. You are asleep.
I'm dreaming about the bag of hair of
Oh, wait.
Winchester. Yeah.
You're dreaming about what now? What were you going to say?
The bag of hair. Yeah. No. We'll go with
Yeah,
the bag of hair.
no.
No.
Yeah.
The box of emergency nymphs
Yeah.
is now the bag of hair. We got it.
I was gonna say bag of heroin, but
Oh my god! But you weren't even there when she was crafting.
I don't need to be. Telepathy.
Oh wow! Okay.
You must have eaten some bad roots.
Yeah, I think
so. Once you're done in the Church of Birch, you both leave. You wake up your polar bear, which kind of rolls over like, "Rrr," and it doesn't really seem like it wants to leave.
One friend, we have a journey to go on.
Yourself.
There's more pork back at the camp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been making jerky all day.
You've noticed one thing that the fleas and ticks, any of those parasites on the bear, have left its body. Upon drinking the water in the well, all of them are gone.
Hey, is that the same thing with me?
Nope.
So I lost my worm. Oh, I still have to shit my
get a
pants.
flask, empty it out, and fill it full of that water.
Because the animals here are like the polar bear's parasites want their turn drinking at the well. If the bear does not leave before they are done, they will return and embed themselves. Even if it is unnatural for creatures like them to drink, all animals want to be separate and drink from the well. So even
There's the spooky shit with that well.
It is the purity of water. It is some of the first water to ever exist in this world. An endless well of purity, because this is the one pure place. The exact point in the world that is the opposite of all the chaos around.
And can I take the jug of it?
You roll. Oh yes, roll for me, please.
Could I curse the world if I took a dump in the pool?
You aren't even there anymore.
Yes, you've been willed to sleep.
Maybe.
Why doesn't nothing go good for me today?
It's okay, I'm really terrible too, so.
So the trees open and you walk out, but you find yourself in the deep woods.
We're not by the path. Where's the path? Where's the path?
Would you like to make a survival roll?
I'm with her, right? Because I left.
Right.
Yeah.
You went out with her.
Oh,
I got plus. I survived. That's intelligence, right?
That's the minimum that you can get is based off intelligence. So you have 1 in survival. So GOP got a 9, and
If
you would
I'm
roll
mounted,
1d.
I should
Plus
be sure
3.
too. So
Oh, you have a 3 in survival?
No, it's your intelligence, which is plus 2, and
no,
survival is
but you're
plus
saying
1.
that your minimum would be your intelligence, or your
Yes, your minimum roll in survival is 4, and your 1d20 plus 1 is what you roll. That is the minimum is what handles passives. You know, like if it's a passive of
Hey, that's 2 more than it was last time.
Point
Yep.
of order. Therefore, what you're saying is all skills start at 1, so any skill you take is in addition to that. So all skills should be plus 1.
all skills. Basically, what it is all skills are basically the minimum is your stat. Whenever you attempt a skill, you get 1 in that stat if you have no ranks in it. So you could theoretically say you've attempted everything and put 1 in there, but for flavor's sake, you can either start it at 0 or 1. That's just a player or GM preference.
I see. So, but what does that do with the expenditure, the 12 that I expended
The 12 that you expended up there
on skills?
on skill. What that means is those are the things that you have already trained for in your backstory, things that you have pursued personally before this point.
Right,
yeah,
but
but
everything, because it has a base, that means everything is plus 1, right?
Yes.
okay, because I thought it was all 0, and I was basically just having zeros and everything, and so it'd be
It makes sense though. These are all basic human skills. It makes sense.
okay.
All right,
So
no
I should
problem.
bump everything up
You
by
should bump
1.
everything up by 1. Yeah. Okay, I get it. All
Okay,
right.
I will do that. I didn't know. So.
Yeah, I didn't
All
So
right.
you
quite
guys
understand
are
it either.
currently in the deep woods and you basically rolled the same thing. So you have no idea where you are.
Now, lady, you have a pet, don't you?
Yeah, the
Yes.
crow that came with me.
She does have a crow.
So,
What are you, Odin?
no. I
Ask
mean,
the crow up and see if you can see the base. You know, I'll
All
mention tent, somebody with the party. Find them and come back and get us.
Okay, so the crow flies away. It understands what you're saying and it flies away. GOP,
mm-hmm.
can you roll me a big meaty D6? 2 of them, actually, and choose the better.
Okay.
The one you like the most.
All right, so let's do this. 2d6. I like the 4 better than the 3.
Wonderful. You are currently in the realm, then, of Servitor. So your D20 rolls are now made on D6s.
He hates you.
He
He
hates you.
does.
He hates everyone. Except for probably the Lorax, who speaks for the trees.
Mhm.
Anyways.
That is true.
So,
My character talks to trees all the time.
I
And they hate
hear
you.
the Lorax has been canceled because he's a racist.
Oh,
Oh, no. Anywho,
Is it because he's a
so, both of you are currently in this realm, and you feel this very spiteful aura, like gazing down upon you. And it kind of hastens your pace to escape this place. Make me a survival.
Okay. Oh no, that's right. It's only a d6.
Honest Exciter.
Yep.
Honest Exciter.
A 5.
I see a 1 on yours.
I see a 5, and it's coming
Wow.
up as a 5.
You guys suck.
Mine's coming up as a
I rolled
5.
a 4.
So, with this, you begin kind of running in a random direction. The crow will be able to find you, don't
So
worry.
mine would be 7, but yeah.
So you're all moving further away, and eventually you leave Servitor's land. You travel for 2 miles, but you're out of his domain.
Hmm.
Oh.
So, with clear minds, after a couple of hours, the crow will be returning to you, lady.
Yeah.
And its only response is, rock, trees full of hate. Rock, trees full of hate.
It's not mad, yeah.
Trees
As
full of hate.
basically, as the crow was flying over, the trees literally forced themselves together so the canopy was too thick to see anything below.
Great.
Meanwhile,
Oh, we're
Chester,
out, right?
Yes.
you are out of that area. Chester, you sense a disturbance in the force.
Oh.
Those that you have been tethered with are suddenly very far away from you.
I stand up out of bed
Mhm.
and I go out and with my connection to Eog, I sense his direction.
He is roughly about 10 miles to the south.
What the hell? Travel that far?
You wake up the kitty?
Oh no, I mean, why would I do that? Um, let me see here. So, hmm.
Now,
I,
you know why this phenomenon happens. And this can sometimes happen with the Church of Birch, is people do things inside of it, or, they drink too much of the water, or they have some kind of hostile actions or thoughts towards other members within it, and the church itself dumps them in a random place in the forest to prevent any kind of fights whenever they get out.
Okay. Um, I sit down on the ground and I get into my meditative state, and I
Hmm.
try to create myself as a mental beacon for Eog, and speak to him. I'm sure I can't have a full conversation, but you know, follow my beacon or something like that.
All
So
right.
I try to do that.
All right. Make me a 1d20 and let's add your highest skill to that.
My skill, not my right, that's right. So okay.
It is, you have an effective range of 5 miles because of your intelligence. So you're boosting that with the roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. There you go. Applying the stats as effect. Very nice. All right.
Thank you.
Here we go. I produced an 8.
All right. With an 8, you are able to ping him for 8 seconds. What are you going to tell him?
I say, follow my beacon and come unto me.
Eog, you turn to basically to the north. And you see for a split second, it lasts only about 3 seconds after this ends, a light, and then it goes out. That this is the direction you're supposed to go.
My head pops up like I'm a meerkat,
Okay.
and I go this way. And my mount can hold a lot of weight. Can I bring Shell on
Yes.
my mount with me? Okay.
Yes.
I pull her up on the mount, and then we start going.
Your mount is happy because Shell is light and her skin is soft, as opposed to a rough, like, Yeti person sitting on his back.
Well, I mean, I'm covered in fur.
True. But fur gets tangled and he has long fur too.
True.
Or a piss stained dog.
Well,
He
I don't
doesn't
think I've
let you
ever.
ride on it.
Yeah, I've never actually let you ride on.
Yeah. Tower. That's called mange.
It tasted all the same.
Fair.
So as you're approaching, you travel on. You are in your meditative state. Tower is having wonderful dreams about chasing poor defenseless sheep and butchering them.
Mm.
And ask him, does your bear know where to go?
Hey, I'm also purring and occasionally thinking about that diner I destroyed because the salmon was that good,
That
or the
is fine.
catfish.
That would also be acceptable. The bear will basically look to you, Eog, for where to go. Just have
Yeah.
you direct him.
I'm just going in
Um,
the direction that.
but as you're going, you see something that makes your blood run cold, Eog.
Oh no.
You
A dwarf.
see the shadow of a very familiar mountain range. The
Rockies.
mountain of Emprum.
So, is the Mountain of Emprum in this forest then?
The Yes, the mountain of Emprum, the mountain range that holds your holy mountain, or the holy mountain, stretches and touches the forest here. You can actually see very faintly, mostly because you're a Yatosh and you're bound to the mountain. You can see basically the aura of Emprum here, but the mountain range exists here. So you can look at these mountains that you're passing over to your right as you basically see this large open cut in the trees, and this almost looks like somebody jammed a shovel of rock, and it just keeps going up into the sky as it approaches, as if Emprum was a giant starfish looped around the world.
Hmm. I
And you
turn.
know that
Yeah.
is the path to your home, the path of judgment.
I turn in sorrow in my heart, because I know I'm not ready to return back to my people, and I with my inner strength I turn back towards where I knew the beacon was, because I have a job to do.
As you see. So as you're turning by, you approach and you eventually can see something, which I will bring the slide up till you reach it, but you are able to make your way back to Chester, and all of you are able to to continue come the next day. Tower, you are now awake. Camp has been brought up. You are able to clean. You explain what has happened, and Chester will assure you um, that happens with the Church of Birch. That sometimes it can detect malevolence, which is probably from Tower, and causes a little
Yes.
bit of it.
It's
A doubt.
surprising that it didn't make him go somewhere random.
No, he's too
He,
stupid.
yes, it couldn't tell him between the bunny rabbits.
That's true.
Anyways,
That's true. Just
um,
so you know, my official full name is Zabulba Nakash Lightning Stone because I'm elf.
Zabulba.
Nakash
S-
Lightning Stone. Yeah, I figured it
So
out finally.
SNL,
Yes,
Saturday Night Live.
that's right.
All right,
That's right.
got
Perfect.
it. All right,
Might I
wonderful.
make a suggestion though?
Yes,
The way you're doing attacks is with how many items of your class that you have. Okay, that's
right.
fine. Meaning, what it means is you're basically your attack is just a D20, and if you have gear, specialized gear on you, you get advantage to it. Okay, cool. But
Hmm.
with skills, instead of just saying take your highest like you did what I just did, what I would suggest is using the attack bonus number that you have,
Hmm.
and adding depending on the class, adding kind of a class based skill bonus depending on your level. Whatever
Um.
whatever it is you want to come up with. I just
Mhm.
suggestion instead of being so random as just take your highest skill. You know what I mean?
Okay, will do. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a mental beacon because it's not something I
No, I
expected
know.
you to do. My
I know.
apologies.
But I'm just trying to use my character. We're trying to figure it out. I get it. But that's just my suggestion. So
That's a good suggestion. I do have racial skills where different races get two skills that they have advantage with. Basically, you roll 2d20, take the better when you're rolling that skill.
you could do that as I suppose, but that and of course, certain races are better at others, certain things than others. But I meant class based as well.
Okay.
We already have a bonus that we can apply. It's an attack thing, but we can apply it to skills
Hmm.
that we're using, and then just have the class itself. As you go through your levels, you get better and better at skill use that is specific
Wonderful.
to the class.
Wonderful. All right then. Class specific skill. Wonderful. Love it. So, not to sound rushed, I just don't want to forget my point.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's all good. Just taking that in while also remembering the story. So you eventually are passing through, and you get to the halfway point in your trip, and you reach the heart of the forest. And the heart of the forest is a wonderful place. It holds a number of different aspects. It has altars to multiple deities. There are other people here, humans, Inai, dwarves, multiple of the main races of the world, as well as some Yatosh, some Rowan who are not really wolf. They're female Rowan. But there's a lot of priests here, some druidic mages. It's a large, like this actual tree you're looking at is massive. As you go up to the steps, and once you're inside, it's very, very wide. Not tall, but very wide. And you have these altars. You have people sitting there talking. You have potion stands and people selling things in order to help orient. They sell maps and other things like that.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
you have reached, as I said, the heart of the forest. What are you doing?
Shopping.
All right. So you're going to shop. Tower, what are you doing?
Also shopping.
All right. So you go with. Are you going to go with SNL?
Who?
With Sebulba.
Oh,
Sebulba
yeah.
and Natosh.
I follow Lightning.
All
Yeah.
right. You
We
go
all
with
want to go shopping, so we're all going to follow the only person here who has money.
Has money. Yeah.
Well, lady, you might have money. I don't know.
Lady,
No.
you do have money.
Yeah, I have money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got money.
Lady has money, and you have money. Both of. Lady, you have about 80 chets. So.
And a single chet
Because
is worth quite a bit.
Really quick, because I wasn't here for it. What is Lady's character like? Really quick.
She's a half orc.
A half orc.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She's a Void Walker Redeemer, like me.
Is
Well, I'm not a Void Walker.
Okay, so she's smart, and what's her relations to us? And then
I'm not smart.
She is averagely intelligent, and she is a fellow handler. She was hired here to work with Chester to make sure that both of you complete your quest without issue, so they don't have to take you back. I mean, so that you can acclimate properly to society.
The question is, what do we have to do to get them to,
They have to kill a large reptile.
Yes.
That is their redemption quest, which it may be a T-Rex, it may be a dragon. You're not sure. You're not there yet. But they have to kill said large reptile, in which case they will be proclaimed potential heroes. They will get some social training, and then they'll basically be pioneers at that point, where they wander off, and they make a settlement, and no one but the ERS, which is the Imperial Revenue Service, will ever come looking for them.
That's right, and so they'll get paroled, basically.
They'll get paroled.
The good thing about the whole thing, though, lady, you and I just get to sit back and watch.
Yeah, you get to watch the dumpster fire.
Yeah.
they have to fight it. We don't help them. This reptile.
No, of course we're going to help them. I would assume. I'm just joking. I am. Well, it's actually ZNL, but SNL. I've changed it. It's Sebulba now.
Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live.
I am. Yes, but it's the Jim Belushi era, though.
Right, the best era.
I don't even know what that is.
I know.
We'll get to that later.
That's right. You're stuck with the McCarthys. Oh God.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm going shopping. I'm looking for two things specifically. I'm looking for a focus crystal first, and then I'm looking for a potion.
All right. There are plenty of potions here, but they tell you if you want to buy a focus crystal, you will have to speak with the Lady of the Forest.
Oh, okay. And how much are well, you have potions down here as a list. So is it
Yes.
specific potion or just any old potion?
You any potion from that list, or a spider potion, or a heron potion, or a bear, any animal has a potion equivalent. So if you think of an animal of platypus, there is a platypus potion.
I see. All right. Well, what I'll do then, I get my information, so my character's going to go find the lady of the forest and have a chat with her. But
Mhm.
to be, to be cosmopolitan and diplomatic,
Mhm.
I will offer Shell to buy one of her potions because keep the money in the party.
Right.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Shell, would you like to sell him a potion?
Well, do you want some acid or do you want a healing potion?
Healing potion, please. I have no idea
Oh,
what they
well,
cost, but the DM knows.
I am
Yes.
355
not.
The basic cost of a healing potion, since they are basically the lifeblood of military use, is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 5 to 10 chet, depending on the region.
I give her 10.
All right.
Okay,
How many
so
potions are you going to give him?
Just one.
yeah, just one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to buy one.
All right.
Nice to have a healing potion on me though, but I'll try not to use it because as long as I have it, I get a
Well, if
bonus.
worse comes to worse and you die and I survive, do you want to be resurrected?
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, but I'll just write down healing potion. And what does it do? What does a healing potion do in this world?
A healing potion, if it's not supernatural, this one is supernatural. It gives you an automatic 10 on a medical check, which means after a short rest, you'll recover 10 hit points. Since it's supernatural, drinking it immediately restores 10 hit points.
Okay.
And it will remove effects such as bleeding and burn and other things like that.
But also scars.
Half a mile. Take exit
Okay.
131, 355 south toward Joliet.
Wow, still driving.
Anyways,
All right.
so
So okay, I write that down. So I bought
right.
that. I have my potion. Okay. And then I'm gonna go talk to the lady. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
What are you doing,
So
GOP?
Oh,
Do you really want me to go off on my own here?
you are
Oh
with
no, you can
Lady.
follow
You're
me.
supervised.
Okay. I'll probably go with you. So I can look as I move, but
That's true.
I can't literally buy anything here because I have no money.
can I look for the biggest, shiniest thing?
You can. The biggest
What is?
shiny thing is the shield on the back of a paladin walking
Mm.
around.
I
No,
look.
no, that's
I
for
hold on, hold on,
sale.
hold on, hold on.
That's
I
for sale.
I see this happening, and I wait in anticipation.
All right. So,
I do note that I'm going to buy the ingredients to do the resurrection thing
Oh yeah,
if
all
needed.
right.
that's useful.
Okay, okay. So I walk up to the paladin, right, and I point at and I go to talk to him. I point
Uh-huh.
at the shield, right.
He turns around and this dwarf is looking up at you. What can I do for you today?
I
You
just
want to
say
hear a sermon?
no. I look at it. I say, big shiny sale.
My shield? You want to buy my shield?
Big shiny sale. Me have.
I can give you bigger shiny. You have?
No, no. What?
He
No.
goes.
This big.
He takes out a jug of some kind, and he pours out like on this like big wooden slab. He pours it out, and for some reason, suddenly this entire slab is now a iridescent gold, like it shines in the sunlight. And he's like, "Sell 10,"
Yes.
and he holds out his hand for the money.
I go. I say 1 second. I go run and I pick up Chester and carry him. I set him down in front of the dwarf, right? And I look at Chester, I look at Pal, I say, big shiny, me buy 10.
I look at the dwarf and I smirk and I say, "Yeah, know my pain.
I look at Chester.
I have a Redeemer sash on. Is that something that is kind of, at least regionally recognizable?
Yes, he recognizes, and he's like, "Oh, 5 for you."
I look at Chester. I say, 5 shiny for Big Shiny.
He's like, "Look, just slip me the silver pieces." Other than I think he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, but I'm not going to pay money for your con.
Ah,
I look at Chester. I say, shiny, me have now.
Is there another slab next to it nearby? Another piece of wood?
there is.
Okay. In my mind, I put that piece of it's actually a branch, just a little old
Mhm.
twig, a dried out a twig that breaks easily, and I put in his mind that it's an emerald.
You now see an emerald on the ground next to the big shiny.
I say that's better and that's free.
I go run into it and pick it up.
Okay.
All right.
I smirk at the dwarf again and I walk off.
He sneers at you. It's like, well played, Mindbreaker.
For
Okay,
everyone
so
else, all we see is him just getting enamored with a stick.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Which makes
The
a
dog
lot of
loves
sense,
sticks.
really. So, off to the Lady of the Forest we go as he chews on his stick.
Yes. So you arrive at the hut of the Lady of the Forest. She is currently tending to the whims and the needs of the forest. She has on her person, as you can see, a staff as well as an amulet to the different forest gods. For she is favored by one, but you are not sure which.
Half a mile. Keep left at the fork to stay on I-355
She comes
south.
out to greet
Voice
you
of
and
God
says,
speaking
hello, travelers. What can I do for you?
I bow and I say, Lady of the Woods, I am honored to meet you.
Thank you, Redeemer.
To the fork to
It
stay
is
on
wonderful to
I-355
meet you.
south.
Wow.
I sense that you are seeking a focus stone, if I am correct.
Yes, ma'am. I most certainly am. I'm trying to. I'm on my first quest as a redeemer, and I kind of, motion back to Eog standing behind me. And I
Meet your
want to make
fork.
sure that I can do my job to the fullest and be the most prepared. It's my first time out of the city.
Ah, I see. Well, then that does require some assistance, then, doesn't it? And she turns and taps on the tree, and as you can see, the water comes out, and in the water drops this small stone, and she, kneels down and picks it up. And it hovers in her hand, and it floats towards you. As you can tell, she is also a mind breaker of sorts.
No, well, that's good.
And
Can I talk to her?
No,
you
you're not
can.
there. You're gnawing on a piece of wood, which you think is an emerald.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
But I keys through the emerald for a minute.
Yes, he doesn't have pockets, I forgot. So you can speak to her later. She's currently a business transaction.
Okay.
He says, so, young one, how about you take this one, and once you are finished with your task, you can return it to me. This
Oh,
one is very important and comes with its own powers. I should
that
say.
would be an honor, ma'am. Is there any compensation needed?
I have lived a very long time, and I've been given many trinkets and many different things in exchange for my services and my abilities. But no, I have grown past the point like a vine that has produced much fruit. Just it is better to lift the weight from my shoulders than to give me something else to bear.
Understood. I will return it once I have finished the quest.
Thank you. And she will snap her fingers, and the stone basically jitters to life, becoming a forest focus stone.
Okay. And what does that do?
While you are in a forest, the class bonus that it awards is doubled. So normally a focus stone would give you a +1. You will get a +2 for having this one in a forest. And then she turns to address Lady. Greetings, half-breed. What brings you to this place?
Following him.
Ah. Is there anything that you require on your quest? Anything that I can assist you with? I know your troubles and your trials. They haunt me as well.
Lady?
I don't know anything that I need.
That is very good. A wonderful place to be in life. And what of you, Yatosh? I do not see many of you come down from the Holy Mountain.
I am on a quest to bring
Ah. And what is the
honor.
purpose of this quest?
I am attempting to prove myself and to bring back a prize to my people to show that I am worthy. I must become
prize?
stronger.
Strength. Very noble. It is the way of the wild, to become strong. But I ask you, young Yatosh, once you become strong, what will you do with this strength? Where will it take you? Will the cycle continue? Or will things change?
Take me up the mountain. I look at you inquisitively because I'm not quite getting what you're saying. Like,
Yes.
Dad tilted to the side.
She understands, and she's like, she kneels down and looks at your polar bear. Take care of him, please.
I give her a nod.
I'm
Hey.
curious, GOP.
Mhm.
What did your character do to get arrested? Because you seem like, albeit savage, a noble savage, unlike the mythology of America. Anyway, what did you do to get arrested?
I
Kill
went.
kids.
No,
I know what
no,
you did.
no. Having no concept of money, I went into a restaurant and I just started eating a lot of food.
Ah, a debtor. All right.
9-dasher. Nice.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Fair
I
enough.
just there's like food here. I'm like, oh, they're asking me what I want. Well, that's pretty cool. And I still haven't quite figured it out because I did the same to you. So
That's true. That is true.
So
Yeah.
the Lady of the Wood will look at you, Eog. Tell me, you dwell upon Embrum. Do you know the gods that live there?
So my character would have like the general knowledge that a Yatash would have.
Yes.
So he would know of the particular gods, but he of course his understanding is still kind of shallow. It's like what a kid would know about the gods, kind of thing. What he's heard in the stories, but the
Now,
deeper concepts he's not going to really understand.
so you know of Tull and Mull, which are the two Yatosh gods, and then Surgog, which is an orc deity which climbed the mountain, being worthy to be numbered among those that are of the mountain.
I give her a nod.
Good. Then this ring was left here for you. And she, basically, a ring levitates out of her pocket and she gives it to you. And she says, you will know when the time is right what you are to do with it.
It's a ring, so I mean, I would just assume that I would just put it on my finger immediately because she handed me a ring.
It is too small for your finger.
Oh,
You got to put a ring on it.
not even my pinky finger?
No, this ring would be large enough for her pinky finger, but not yours.
That makes sense.
You could put it on Lady's finger, but not yours.
I look at it inquisitively for a moment, but then I just give her a nod.
And Tower, you are able to speak with the Lady of the Wood.
Oh God.
Okay. Be big, strong, well fed, friends happy.
Aw. I didn't know you cared.
Not
Indeed.
really, but kind of.
Then allow me to help you with your quest, O feral soul. The world needs those to prey upon the weak, to keep the forest strong. Yes. And she will hold up her finger and pokes you on the forehead. Tower?
Yes.
All right. So you have been poked, and I will let you know what happens after that, because very, very, very few people ever have any physical contact with the Lady of the Wood. You can talk with her, but she never seems to touch anyone. But she pokes you in the forehead, right between the eyes.
Well, I could give
And
her a
she-
poke.
I cross my eyes while she does it. Like I take both my eyeballs and look directly at where she's poking.
And she says this should help you sense the world around you.
I immediately take a big whiff.
You have noticed that you're able to smell things that you were not before.
Like his own body odor.
You are able to now smell the presence of the divine.
I look at her
2
and I
miles.
say,
Take exit OB for I-80 West toward Iowa.
I don't say that.
That's
Wow.
a big statement.
How far away did you drive for food, dude?
Oh my God.
My sister lives an hour away, so I drove to her house and then we had food in her town.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I essentially drove like a quarter of the state down.
Look, this is why I don't have siblings. Continue.
It's a 70-mile drive.
Wow.
Yep. For food.
Wow.
Peanuts.
Well, I got to see, it was more or less to see my sister, but yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's fine. That's cool.
But I look at the Lady of the Woods. I say, one last thing. Why do they call you Wood Lady? Do you have big wood?
She basically holds up her hand and the trees begin to hum like a chorus. The plants beneath your feet begin to grow, and the birds in the sky begin to gather.
Exit OB for I-80 West toward Iowa.
Jesus, Tower.
And the longer you stay there, it seems like more and more birds are gathering.
Okay, I kneel down and I take a bite of the grass that just grew.
Exit OB.
The grass is fresh and tastes just like grass.
I look at her and I say, man, good grass.
She will smile. Now the tops of the trees, if any of you look at the trees, all the leaves on the trees where you would think there'd be a swaying canopy is filled with birds.
Putting my hood up. Covering my mouth.
That's a smart move.
She says, "Your burdens are many, O lightning son. I hope that you will go and remember fondly of this place and the time you have spent here. And, sister in suffering, I do hope that the whispers of the old gods do not overcome you."
My whole time here, after getting her gracious gift, I'm just saying to myself in my mind, don't look at her tits, don't look at her tits, don't look at her tits, over and over.
I sit there and I viciously look at her tits.
You can. but I'm
The
I'm a
the
noble elf.
And
In
it
fact,
is move.
I take all 4 of my arms and point at her huge tits.
Oh my god.
You have 4?
Yes, he has 4 now. Yeah, there's a. That's something we should probably discuss.
We probably should have told Chester I have 4 arms.
all the birds' eyes in the trees turn red and glow.
Yeah, they go to get
I
you.
look at them and I say, okay, I look at the birds and then I point at them and say, those are nice tits. Like the birds.
All right, combat has begun. Everybody roll initiative.
I drag him away as like while I'm riding my polar bear. I just have him by like the scruff of his neck, and I'm dragging him away as he's pointing and just saying tits, and we're leaving.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're still getting attacked by a swarm of birds.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Enjoy that.
Enjoy that.
Yep.
They're just attacking him, right? Not the rest of
Yeah,
us.
it's just him. That's a 15 on my initiative.
all right. Let's. Oh man, Tower. What's going
Actually getting attacked?
Yes, you are.
on?
By the birds.
Yeah, because they aren't
What do you
happy.
mean? Because they're tits. They're the kind of birds, like the tit bird.
Well, some
No,
are
yeah,
owls,
you're
and they
not
take
that
offense to
clever.
that.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. He's gonna roll his d20, and then. So what does he? So he just rolls
1d20 plus agility for his initiative.
Plus agility. So that's
Damn it,
counts
Chester.
towards that. All
It's
right.
not my fault. I said it in my head.
Yeah.
You started this.
Well, you guys made me take lust. It's not my fault.
It makes sense for your character though. 12.
It does. Damn it.
Oh, she does. I just looked at the image, although I'm driving. But yeah, she do have big tits. So I don't feel bad about my actions.
You were honest, but you will regret your decision.
Yes.
Anyways.
Okay.
Which AI is it that allows you to take one picture and another picture and meld them into similar art?
Actually, all I did was make 2 separate images and stuck them side by side.
Yeah, I know, but there is one that allows you to expand.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I just used.
I'll
use
look it
Wombo.
up for you. But there's a lot of them now that will let you do
Oh yeah,
expansion.
no,
Yeah.
this shit is going
That's-
crazy month to month. Yeah,
No, it's not even month, dude. It's
No, it's all good.
things
I
a
just
day.
like using Wombo because it's the only one I know of that they let you have rights to your image. So
Yeah,
you
no,
can
it's
actually
great.
use it.
It's awesome. Yeah. No,
But
I just it's amazing the celerity at or alacrity at which it's increasing.
yeah, I know, right? I decided I should get on the ball before it rolls past me.
Yep. I've been playing around with it too. Anyway, kill the dog.
All right, so the birds descend upon him and begin pecking as a swarm. So that is a.
Actually, I have the thing that makes me invulnerable for 3 rounds.
You can't be critical
Doesn't
for
make
3
you
rounds.
invulnerable. Yeah,
Exactly.
you can take it. You can use it, so they
Yeah,
can't
you can
crit
use
you.
They won't be able to crit you, but they still hit you. And that is 6 damage as you get pecked all.
As I drag you away.
Yes, and now the birds will roll their second attack.
How many are there?
There are at least, I don't know, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 birds.
So
I
you're
told
just
you
gonna
that the
roll?
leaves in the trees were replaced by birds, and then that their eyes turned red.
I wasn't
He
paying.
doesn't
You think
listen.
I understand what
He
that
doesn't
means?
listen. Yeah.
I don't.
Oh wow.
So that's 8. So that's 6 plus 8 for 13. And the final attack, because there are only so many birds that can attack a wolf at one particular point. Otherwise, they would just be, ridiculous.
I speak to the because
Mhm.
I'm still standing there. I speak to the lady and I say that please forgive his primitive nature, but your beauty is obvious for all to see.
Can you make me a persuade roll?
I can. Let's see. Persuasion would be under Perception, self, subterfuge, barter, intimidation, bluff, investigation, knowledge crafting, acrobats, and medical. What would that be under? Barter?
Persuade is right under
after
barter and
persuasion.
skills.
So
It should be persuasion in particular.
I don't have it written down though.
Oh no,
that's weird. Like it
It's
was
just
like
like
one of the
survival.
initial
It doesn't
ones.
tell us about survival either.
It's persuade. No, but I'm pretty sure persuade was one of the original ones.
yes, it was an original one.
I'll put it next to barter. It's kind of the same thing, really.
Probably based off intelligence.
2 miles. Take exit 130.
Charisma, okay.
But it's fine. You would roll the 1d20 plus 1.
Yeah. I got it. Alrighty.
So Chester's making it worse, so stop trying to kill me?
She's not trying to kill you. The birds are defending her honor.
I'm just trying to, apologize for you, really.
I'm involved in this. I'm just like on my polar bear. I
fail.
She will.
A real quick thing. Can I have a collar that he has to wear, and all I have to do is sit, and he'll have to sit and be quiet?
I can do that.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that.
I am the caller. I am the caller.
I was thinking of Inuyasha.
I'm just trying to apologize for him, and I did it poorly.
So she raises an eyebrow, and when she does, you can see her hair come back, and you realize that she is a half-breed as well. She is half Enai and half human.
Okay.
It's probably why which class-wise she's half Mindbreaker, half Voidwalker. So, she will.
Only orcs can be Voidwalkers, though.
Orcs.
In your text.
Take exit 130A for Illinois 7 South West Avenue.
Tower, please.
Turn off voice.
I'm just getting home right now, so I turned the GPS off.
Did you need it for the last turn? No.
I didn't realize it was gonna. Fuck! I started.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about bird packing my balls out.
Yeah, only the orc culture embraces Voidwalkers. To other people, they are outcasts.
All right.
So, she will basically raise an eyebrow and smile, and she snaps her fingers, and the birds dissipate and return back to the trees.
Thank you, my lady.
Tower, you get 2 scars because you took 22 damage from getting nearly pecked to death by birds. Unfortunately, you can't block swarms, so there's really no way to avoid getting mauled by birds. Unless you dodge them.
I look at Chester and I give him 4 thumbs up.
The birds are still circling in the sky. They're waiting in case anything makes an aggressive action towards the lady. But she
back away.
She will, she will thank you. And you notice as you're backing away that the vines have grown thorns all around the path and the trees, and she smiles and she, points at her head and is just like, remember the stone. And then you hear in your head, as she is speaking to your mind, I'll be in touch. And she turns and walks back into her hut.
All right.
And you find yourselves back at the heart of the forest.
I slap the dog in the back of the head. 2 more points of damage.
Oh.
So wait,
hard, bitch.
So he can't currently wear his top armor, right?
He cannot.
So, would he have, would any of his bottom armor negated any of the damage?
The bottom, it would have absorbed at least 8 points. So you're right, he would get 1 scar.
Okay. so bump this to 16. I'll drop this armor down by 8. Okay.
And would anyone like to make a medical check on him to heal him?
That's not
I
my
can
thing.
lick my wounds.
All right, roll 1d20 plus 1.
Yeah.
1d20 plus 1. Somebody roll for this man.
I'm gonna roll 20 plus 1.
Boom. Ooh, you will heal 19 points after a short rest.
Okay, I look at Chester and I say we should take a nap right now. And I metaphorically pitch a tent.
Okay, so you basically just fall asleep in the corner. I guess if you would like, we can pause here at the heart of the forest before taking your deep dive into the latter part of the woods and out of this interesting magical forest.
Okay.
Because I believe we're pretty close to time anyways, is that right?
30 minutes.
Okay, 30. Well, I have 30 minutes of stuff that you can do. So, while you are here, he rests, he falls asleep. Was there any more shopping you'd like to do before he is dragged along with you as you're traveling?
I would like to see if I couldn't sell about 80 pounds of pork jerky.
All right, wonderful. Make me a barter, please.
Okay. Another thing I suck at.
Me too.
That's all right.
14.
You are able to sell all the pounds. And for 14, that'll roughly net you. So you're selling 80 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That will get you about 20 chets total.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, so I forget. So, if armor's damaged, how is repairing the armor done?
It would be a craft roll.
Okay. So, would you like me to roll a craft roll for you, Tower? While we have this downtime.
Oh, he's muted too.
Oh, I'm just gonna roll a craft.
Probably talking to his cat.
Well, he went inside.
Yeah. 15, so plus 1, so 16.
All right, so you will fully repair his armor for him over this short rest. So once you're all repaired and once he's healed his 19 points, he's only taken a little bit of damage. He's a tiny bit worse for wear, but mostly he's fine. He's been able to lick his wounds. The birds were not able to deal damage to,
his spirit.
I did try to, while we're here, if there's anything I'm missing from my pack while we're traveling, what if there's something I think I might need, I'll get it.
All right. So, you can find probably 4 out of 5 of the items you would need for your class while you're here, lady. Let me see the Void Walker. Let me see what all the wonderful things I gave to you as bonuses. Potions, light armor, staff, a pet, and a lantern. You have a pet, you have a staff, and you have potions. So you need light armor and a lantern. So,
how much is the light armor gonna cost me?
Light armor. What type of light armor would you like? And what is your... Let's see, what stat did I use for light armor? Agility, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Agility for light armor. What is your agility?
4.
Oh, let's see. Oh, no, light armor is willpower. What's your willpower?
2.
2? All right, that's fine. You can use leather armor. So...
yeah, because I wrote down leather armor, 14.
Yes, so you will... you can... If you don't already have leather armor, you can purchase that leather armor.
Okay. That and the lantern, because it's going to get dark, right?
Yes.
All right.
Are
Is
there
there
like
anything big?
inns and buildings in here? Just real curious.
And a nice
There
bath.
are huts and other structures, but it's literally basically grown out of the side of this massive hollow stump.
Okay, so I build my tent.
Can I get leg armor then?
You can buy leg armor here. They mostly have leather, studded leather, and hide. They don't have any metal.
Well, it's better than nothing.
So they will sell it to you.
That's agility based, right?
Light armor is willpower based.
Oh well, my willpower is a 3.
So with a 3, you would be able to get studded leather.
Okay. How much is that?
Studded leather is 7 per piece.
7 per what?
Per 7 top, 7 bottom, I believe.
Okay, and how much does it cost?
It is a chet per mitigation, so it costs 7 chets.
I look over it at Chester.
What am I paying for now?
Studded leather armor pants.
For Eog.
For Eog. Actually, it'll give you 8, so you get 8 armor for wearing it on your leg.
So 7? Okay.
Yep, 7.
All right, I hand it over.
She thanks you, and she will hand the armor specially tailored to the size of a Yatosh. And you
Okay.
now have studded leather leggings.
Cool. I'll add that.
And what does a lantern cost?
A lantern is a very expensive item, relatively.
Oh.
It is 10 chets for a lantern, including the oil.
Wait a second. I bought that. The 50. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the armor cost how much?
The armor for normal leather costs 6, and it will give you a mitigation of 7 for top and bottom. So it'd be 12 for the armor and 10 for the lantern, for a total of 22.
22. Okay. So
I'm assuming there are fresh vegetables and stuff like that here.
Yes, for free.
Oh, okay. Well, I pick
I
up some.
did bring some fruit from that place for you too, but I
Yes.
didn't get to say it.
No? Well, I'm cooking. So I got my Lawrence of Arabia based tent up. And I'm cooking a nice meal, and whilst it's stewing, I scan the place for a lovely lass.
Hey, I
Who looks
take a
hungry.
deep whiff.
I do ask your permission to use your tent while you're cooking.
No, sure.
You see, set a hot bucket of water, goes in there, refreshes herself.
Yeah,
Howard,
no,
there
sure.
is something that you need here.
Can I take a deep? Can I take a deep whiff?
Well, of what?
My
Yeah,
food, I'm assuming.
Uh,
Yeah.
No,
Well, my
no,
knowledge
no,
is
no,
cooking.
To smell if
So.
I, no, to smell if I can see anything.
Smell one of the deities?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Where?
You don't see it, but you smell its presence around you.
I start heading in the direction the smell gets the whiffiest.
All right, wonderful. You just saunter off outside. Wonderful. All right, so, Eog, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, I just got my armor that because I needed some. So, but I was gonna say, Tower, there is something that you haven't had in a while that you gotta kind of be craving.
Children?
No, hopefully not. So we have to go over your flaws because one of your flaws was drunk, and you craved the bottle, and will do
I
anything to
stopped
get it.
searching for the deity, and I go to the nearest bar, and I just start drinking out of the keg spout.
There are no bars.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there fermented berries on the ground?
No, there are not.
Okay.
Um.
Well,
Okay. Is there?
GOP, why did you give him the floor of drunk?
he wanted it.
It's such a tower thing.
So he craves the bottle and will do
Wow.
anything to get it once you have gone 6 days total without a taste.
Has it been 6 days?
I don't think it's been 6 days, so he's not going to act crazy about it. But I'm just going to say, if he can get his hands on it, he probably would want to.
Just remember, Puffin, this is your fault.
Ba-da-pa-pa-pa. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Where? Okay. How do I find alcohol?
Smell it.
I take a deep whiff.
You smell deities.
Can I take a deep whiff for alcohol?
Remember,
Yeah.
Sovo of the forest, domains, forest, fruit, drinking, pestilence.
Okay, I go to find a deity because they might have alcohol.
You're looking for a church of Sovo because my man Sovo is all about drinking and alcohol.
Okay. I try to find him.
All right. I need a roll first. Any kind of charisma base, just looking for a lovely last check from Mr.
me?
Mentalist.
Oh,
Yes.
right. Okay. Thought we were going to a church of gods. All right. So
He ran off. Like
yeah.
he bolted.
Fair enough. Alrighty. A perfect 20, and therefore no, it's not perfect. It's with the 3. So a 20, 20. Yep, 20.
All right, wonderful. Then you'll have all the different options.
Yes.
So let me just give you an option here. I'll send you your options here. One last.
Sure, don't make a mess in his tent either. Clean up after myself.
He may have to throw you out of the tent.
Yes. I tend to make my own messes.
Well, he was cooking while she was doing it, so she'll be finished before he's finished cooking.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm just joking.
Of course, he never
over and feed her anyway, right?
Okay.
Yes, so you could invite her to food.
I will. Of course, I will.
So while that is going on, and I'll send you the final option once it's generated. That's a winner.
Winner.
Now he's got to put it on a slideshow.
Oh, here you go. Here are your 3 options.
He can't have all 3?
I will. Yes.
I rolled
a 20. Okay.
Yes. He rolled a 2, 1 human and 2 NI. Shows some form of interest. Perhaps your mentalist has something to do with it, but I really want to see what happens to my man Tower as he's seeking out Sovo of the forest, perhaps the most benevolent of all the deities. He would be the neutral or lawful good. So, Tower.
Hello. Yes.
So you are following your nose, and eventually you find a white tree, nestled as the chimney of a rustic, Puritan style schoolhouse-looking building. So just a plain whiteboard building with a white tree coming out where a chimney would be, and there are a series of krat everywhere.
Krat? What is a krat?
The cricket people, the cricket race you can play as. They're all about 2 to 3 feet tall. They are cricket folk, so you think of these little crickets in priest robes, and they are walking around performing the rituals of Sovo, for they are his priests.
How tall are they?
2.5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I look at one and I say, "Where beer at?"
Ah, are you a follower of Sovo?
I follow drink.
That good explanation. Here, you follow Sovo, we give you beer.
Me take beer, yes.
First take Sovo, then take beer.
What is Sovo?
Deity of drinking.
What is the Diadudu?
God of drinking.
God. Ha.
Hmm.
No God, just beer.
We explain something, and the Krat grabs you by the face.
Me no like you, little man.
You will
will-
in second. You've never experienced anything this strong. Like you've fought with bears and lions, other Rowan, but the grip of this little bug whose hands are not even really big enough to fit around your face holds like a vice that if you tried to pull against it or even push against it, something would come off. And suddenly all the saliva, any liquid in your mouth or on your body becomes beer.
I start viciously foaming trying to drink it.
You foam at the mouth, and your foam is tap beer. So it froths, making more of itself, and you begin drinking. They give you a cup of water, and as soon as it passes your lips, touches any part of you, it becomes beer.
I look at him like, little man, do good things. And then I give him like 4 thumbs up, and I just start drinking viciously.
This is the power of Sovo, god of forests, fruit, drinking, and pestilence.
I see no God, it's just taste of beer.
You smell him, though. Now, one of the things of hating deities and agnosticism is a recognition that deities do exist. You choose to particularly mock them. But perhaps there is always an exception to the rule.
Okay.
Because this priest has literally done something impossible. He has made any liquid that touches you turn to beer. And this effect, which is called, postrification, which is something special of the Krat, is the ability to transfer potion effects without the user basically drinking them. So the Krat basically turned the potion of, beer or whatever, basically turned it into a effect on you. So basically gave you a potion without you actually having it. So you I won't rail, it is your choice 100%, but as all the other deities in your book are at like negative this or negative that for mockery, Sovo has perhaps raised, your opinion of him has raised to potentially this might be a god. And if not something to be worshipped, but something to be enjoyed.
Sobomon, alright.
Good. Then take this with you, and may Sovo travel with you. And he hands you what seems to be a tea bag, but it has the markings of Sovo, and it seems to be made of silver. You have just received a very valuable magical item.
I put it. I don't have any pockets.
You do not have pockets. Do you handle cane well?
Huh?
Do you
Do I
handle
do
cane
what?
well?
Yes.
Good. He takes his thumb and his forefinger and pokes a hole in your ear and puts it there as an earring.
I look at it and I say, you.
It doesn't hurt that bad because you have been drinking alcohol.
Okay, can I just sip directly out of the bag?
No, what
I
the
like
tea
to
bag...
imagine. I like to imagine that there's a dangling tea bag out of my left ear that I can slap into my mouth and suck on.
When you pull it into your mouth, any liquid that goes over it will become beer.
Yes.
Now anything in it, so if like it's a poison with chunks of poisonous stuff, that does not transfer. It's beer with poison chunks in it. But if it's a liquid, it becomes beer.
I just have a timer on your on your thing over here. It says days without booze, 0 of 6.
Yeah.
Now, if someone removes this, you'll probably be angry. Now, back to Mr. Mentalist. Mr.
Oh.
Mentalist, you
Christmas
have
elf.
seen, yes, that one, yes. She is, very sheepish, and she will come over and, give you the business of, what are you cooking? It smells delightful, and you'll, go in a back and forth. But the warrior elf, looks kind of familiar, and you know that she is a redeemer.
Oh, I see. Well, I invite them all three of them over to chat. I mean, why not? I'm making duck confit.
And they will come and join. They'll talk to you, lady, and you know exactly what's happening, lady. But he will, be
I'm
chatting
preparing
them
my
up.
nap area away from the tent.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The more warrior-looking one you recognize as a relative of Ivana, your boss.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to be stupid then. But especially when the Christmas elf is here. Mm-hmm. But
Exactly.
of course, I'm respectful to her, and I'm just normally chatting. But I do make a little flirtatious jokes to the Christmas elf specifically. But I'm very
Yeah.
friendly to all of them, of course.
And she will say, it is wonderful to see a fellow redeemer here. How goes your mission, brother? And
We're
the
not
other two
dead.
are like, ooh, a redeemer.
Yeah, I say we're not dead yet.
Well, that is what can be hoped for.
Hmm.
I will take my leave. I will give my sister the commendation that you are here and in good health.
Oh, thank you.
And she walks off and leaves you with the human and the other elf. The human will then look at the time once she has drank and talked with you a little bit and also take her leave. And with no one in the tent, you will be able to play unto your flaw. And
Yay! I play
we
with a
will,
Christmas elf.
you do. And if
Okay.
anyone wants to see, I'll post it. Post her in general if you want me to.
Yeah, she's cute.
Yes.
So
Sure.
I probably would do it in the morning, but
Mhm.
I haven't. It's been how many days has it been since we left the city?
It's been about 3 days.
3 days. So in the morning when I wake up and the morning rituals and such, I do take out the scroll and I communicate back to see who was that I was supposed to communicate with. Let me see here. I got my scroll of message, and that is to
The gentleman back at the base.
right. I wrote his name down. I didn't write his name down. I wrote down Ivana because she's my direct success, boss. What was his
Mhm.
name?
I believe his name wasn't it what I want to say Stego.
Girana
Yeah,
was the guild
Gerana.
master, but that's not him.
Yeah.
The old man, right? What was his name?
Oh, was it Sarago? Was that who it was?
Maybe it was an old man. So
Yeah, he was the old man, the old human, Sarago.
Sarago. All right. I was calling him a sage.
Mhm.
Um, and I contact him and give him an update.
Hey, hello. I'm so glad to hear that you're still alive. How is the travel and the ruffians treating you?
Yeah. Well, as it is, they are savages, of course.
I'm sorry to hear that, but you'll be happy that you are out on the road. I dare say that you'll have a little bit of trouble returning home, honestly.
Why?
The mountain is currently under siege.
Oh, well, that's not good. No one's ever broken the mountain though.
They will not break the mountain, but they do try. The children of the scorpion have come.
Oh,
The children of the scorpion, are a species of desert krat that see themselves as, basically children of the death god.
I
And,
get it. Yeah.
all must be consumed. If you are not consumed, you are worthy to live another year. So there's literally a week where these krat, they siege a place for a week, and if they can't break in, you're good. If they do and they eat you, you weren't worthy to live, and they eat you and move on.
It's logical. Yeah.
Are these
We used to
not
do that to
reptilian?
witches.
Scorpions are not witches. I mean, reptilian, right?
They're not
No.
scorpions. They're cricket men.
No, we're talking about scorpions.
No, they're cricket men.
Okay.
He
That
said
serve the
krat.
scorpion god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah. Another insect.
All right.
That makes sense. I chat with him a bit. I'm not too worried about it because we Enai, in the mountain don't we know probably with hubris believe it's completely undefeatable. So I don't concern myself with that very much. I chat with him a little bit whilst uh, cuddling with the Christmas elf.
All right. Well, she's pretty happy. Eog, you are outside. What are you doing before we wrap up? Because we have 1 minute. What are you and your polar bear doing?
I mean, there's not really much for me to do around here, so I mean,
You could do some push-ups, keep in shape.
that's true. I play fetch with the polar bear.
Wonderful. And on that light-hearted note, we will end it.
Very good. All righty. Let me bring this back over here and do like this. There we go. All right, so we've moved along, and we're certainly starting to flesh out the characters, I think, and a little bit of the system too, which is good. But nevertheless, we'll be back next week for session or adventure 2. So definitely come back for that. Of course, in 2 days, we have Pixel Trader on with his Ariel, Killer Mermaid book, which is doing pretty well already. Which is cool. So come back and check that out. Other than that, thank you all very much. And yeah, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yee, y'all.